on Friday night. But with the medical advancements where the flu bug is concerned these days, we know Owen will be back ready to go on Friday night with the other Moline High School alum, Brock Harding. How about that point guard, Bobby? Drew Thelwell, the transfer from Morehead State, he's averaging 11 points. Brock Harding's handed out 12 assists and just 1 turnover.
That's the key right there. Take care of the basketball, run the team, make some shots when you're open there, Gary. Drew Thelwell's doing a nice job off the bench in a reserve role to Brock. Brock brings that energy early. He's got the team under control, but 12 assists to just 1 turnover. That is outstanding basketball by the sophomore Brock Harding. 6 assists per game, and that's just way to go, Brock. And you know, he knows what's behind him. I want to see Drew Thelwell and Brock Harding play together at times, see what they can do. In this game here tonight, you might see it because the Hawks are going to go a little bit smaller, starting Price Sanford there in place of Owen Freeman. But you're going to have to handle some full-court pressure from these Coyotes here tonight. As they'll put it on you. They like to play fast, just like the Hawkeyes do, and they have 11 guys that they'll play. All can score.
Common opponents include Texas A&M Commerce, and Southern University. Of course, it is the Kenny Arnold Classic, of which South Dakota is participating. So they have crossed paths with Iowa's first 2 opponents, winning both games. Hung 93 points on Southern November 4th. And then this past weekend beat Texas A&M Commerce 91-83. This is a team that loves to run, too. They've done a complete 360 from where they were a year ago under Coach Chris Peterson. They were more of a deliberate team until this year. But he's got a ton of transfers from Division I schools in. They love to get up and down the floor as well. So this is going to be a track meet, Bobby.
Yeah, Coach Eric Peterson, he's got a nice team he's put together there with the transfer portal. Chase Forte is a senior. They got 5 seniors, Gary, that start. So this is a veteran crew in there. And Caleb Stewart was picked for first team All Summit League. He's off to a little bit of a slow start. He's 6'3" guard. He's averaging 7 points, 3 rebounds. He's a 20-point scorer, though, Gary, as is Chase Forte. He's averaging 15 to lead the Coyotes so far in this short season. So you better be ready. You better put your track shoes on, get up and down the court, and don't turn it over. Got to rebound the basketball on top of it without Big O.
You said it. Take care of the basketball. This Coyote team is forcing 19 turnovers a game and 9 steals.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's that full court pressure they'll put on you. Now the competition we know with Southern and Texas A&M Commerce was about, and then Mount Marty, who they played on Sunday, not quite, Big Ten caliber competition, but they know how to play. And it's a good coach that's got some Iowa ties behind him, and they're going to be excited coming in here. Cameron Fentz, I guess he's a junior, the starting center from Dubuque Hempstead, big 7-footer in there. I was looking forward to him and Owen Freeman battling in there, but not tonight.
Not tonight. Well, let's hope they cross paths in the NCAA tournament coming up, but that's a few months down the road. Yeah, what am I thinking? Chris Peterson. I had Eric out coaching football at Boise State. Got my Petersons crossed up, but Eric Peterson, he spent a lot of time on the Utah staff. The Hawks played last March in the NIT and will play again up at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls in a couple weeks. We'll talk more about that as that date approaches. You're listening to the official wireless partner, the pregame show sponsor, which is U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular reminds you that on game days, your hands are for cheering, not texting, because game days are built for the Hawks. U.S. Cellular, built for us. In fact, you can reach us on the U.S. Cellular text line right now. It's open. If you have a question or a comment for Bobby or I, the number is 319-853-8344. 319-853-8344. That's the U.S. Cellular text line. Coming up next on our Hawkeye pregame coverage, we'll take a trip down memory lane. It's the Hawkeye Historical Winning Moment, presented by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Check out Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. They are like new and only available at your local Honda dealer. Checked, inspected, and reconditioned with genuine Honda parts by factory-trained technicians. Honda certified it and backed it with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock now at your local Honda dealer. Drive worry-free with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Honda certified it. Only when you buy at your local Honda dealer.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you get an HMO network that includes over 32,000 providers. Plus, you get support from a company that's been serving Iowans for 85 years. Now, those are some impressive numbers, and that's health coverage you can feel confident in. Find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC.
Thank you, Midwest Bank. Also, wonderful sponsor of the Hawkeye Radio Network is Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. The general manager down there is head coach Damon. Stop in and see the gang along with the Keel family at Riverside Casino and Golf. They bring you our Hawkeye historical winning moment each and every game night. At Riverside Casino and Golf, of course, it's so much more than pulling a handle on the slot machines or hit one down the middle at Blue Top Ridge. They've got a beautiful, relaxing spa where you can get a massage, fine dining at one of the top restaurants around, supper clubs, Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Make it a point to get to Ruthie's over the holidays. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf, located just minutes south of Iowa City, right off of Highway 218 at Riverside Casino and Golf. Well, it was, 8 years ago? Not quite 8 years ago. March of 2017 that the Hawkeyes and the Coyotes of South Dakota met right here at Carver in the NIT. Freshman Jordan Bohannon scored 19 points. Dished out 11 assists. Fellow newcomer Tyler Cook scored 18 with 8 rebounds. And the Hawks opened the NIT with an 87-75 victory over South Dakota. Isaiah Moss to Ellingson. Step back three. No good. In and out. Cook with the putback good. Up high above the rim with that big old right palm, and he slapped it in off the window.
How good was that right there?
Rebounded by Tyler. And Iowa runs to the other end. Long three by Moss. There it is. Isaiah Moss from Jordan Bohannon, and the Hawks are back in front, 28-26. Jock throws up a three in transition, deep NBA style, and the Hawks lead it by 9, 51-42. Now, just like Mooney, you don't back off on Jock either. Ewell puts the ball on the floor. Lobs a pass for Bohannon. He shoves up a three-pointer. Good. Ooh, that couldn't have been better timed. Split the net from between the circles. Iowa's lead is back to 8.
As he's done all year long, Gary hit timely, big-time shot. It's
amazing how all the names that come through here, basketball or football, how we we lose track of who's who. First off, Jordan Bohannon, think about him being a freshman. He was here for a decade, I think, seemingly, and we were happy he was. Peter Jock had 20 that night to lead the Hawks, who won their 19th game. Iowa was one of 4 top seeds in the 32-team NIT that year, Bobby, 2017.
Yeah, it brings back good memory, no doubt about it. Big victory here in Carver Hawkeye Arena, and you heard nice crowd there that you had, but you know what you're going to get out of South Dakota. Whatever year you're going to play these guys, they see Iowa across the chest, they're going to play a little bit extra harder, so Hawks got to be ready for that type of intensity and energy you got to bring to this game here tonight. That is our Riverside Casino and Golf Resort Hawkeye historical winning moment as Iowa defeated South Dakota 87-75 right here in the NIT in 2017. Hawk fans, this Friday, your beloved Hawks are playing in the Quad Cities at Vibrant Arena in Moline. Don't miss your chance to cheer on the Hawks in the John Deere Quad City Showdown. Please come on out and support the Hawks as they take on Washington State. Now, if you haven't already, you can get your tickets at vibrantarena.com. That's VIBRANT, vibrantarena.com. And Bobby and I look forward to seeing you all this Friday in the Quad Cities. I'm assuming that, 7 o'clock? 7:30.
7:30. Oh, they're splitting the difference, huh? No 8, no 7. 8 o'clock tip tonight.
Friday night.
7:30. I like anything before 8 o'clock. All right, Washington State and the Hawks in the John Deere Quad Cities Showdown. The last time I did a basketball game in the arena in the Quad Cities, I was calling Northwestern play-by-play, and we met Iowa in the NIT. Tom Davis, Dr. Tom, that was a long time ago. And TD, rarely were the Hawks in the NIT when Tom was coaching them. At least I think it was the NIT. I'm pretty sure it was, but might have been a different team now that I think about it. Was it DePaul?
It was DePaul. They had a heck of a crowd there. They were unbelievable. Really brought the energy in that one and willed the Hawkeyes to the victory. Ray Meyer, I think, was on the TV call. Now Joey Meyer was coaching them, but yeah, it was DePaul. Tommy Klein.
That tells you how bitter the rivalry between Northwestern and DePaul is. No, we're not going to play in Chicago. We got to find a neutral court. But did one of Alford's teams play
over at the Mark? When it was the Mark
against Bob Knight's Texas Tech team one year? Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't
Memory
know.
isn't what it used to be. Anyway, it's a great place for basketball. That's where I was going with this, and we hope to see everybody out at Vibrant Arena. Friday night, 7:30, Iowa, Washington State. More Hawkeye pregame coverage courtesy of U.S. Cellular. Coming up as the Hawkeyes entertain South Dakota tonight in the Kenny Arnold Classic as we bring the curtain down on the first annual. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hey Hawk fans, this message is for anyone looking for that first job, or maybe a job that's actually fun. The Wigan Pen in Ankeny is hiring.
The Wigan Pen is locally owned and offers flexible hours
with competitive pay and a fun environment.
Stop by anytime, Wednesday through Sunday to apply.
The Wigan Pen in Ankeny, serving tantalizing sandwiches, soups, salads, and famous signature pizzas from the Flying Tomato to Chicago Deep Dish, and quenching your thirst with a full bar and a wide selection of beer on tap while you watch the game. The Wigan Pen Pizza Pub. Eat, drink, work, and play. Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with these local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, located in the Des Moines area. Carr Law, Community Choice Credit Union, and Royal Flooring. Facing a criminal charge or complicated family law situation, Carr Law Firm has the trial experts you need. As experienced trial attorneys, we understand how much is on the line. Go to carlawiowa.com for a free consultation. That's Carr with 2 R's, lawiowa.com.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones, so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing US Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today? The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever. Oh my goodness.
Visit U.S. Cellular in-store or online, and we'll help set your phone to US Mode, even if you're not a customer. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
At Community Choice, it's simply a mortgage. No hoops to jump through or limbo sticks to go under. Just a straight, easy path from point A to point B. It takes less than 60 seconds to get started at unbankyourmortgage.com. Loan approval subject to credit score and analysis. See credit union for details. Equal opportunity lender.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by American Equity, Better Business Bureau, Daydreamer, Quickstar, Lennox, Tournament Club of Iowa. Support those who support the Hawkeyes.
Iowa, South Dakota headed for a 7 o'clock tip-off in the Kenny Arnold Classic. I was mentioning to Fran on our pregame visit, Bobby, and you can certainly endorse this as well. That big, wide, brimming Kenny Arnold smile would be all over this building tonight if he were sitting here watching this. We know he's watching from up above, but he would really enjoy this with his name on it.
Absolutely. It's an honor that Fran and the staff have dedicated this 3-game tournament, first time ever, to the memory of Kenny Arnold. And what it has made a lot of people and has made me do is reflect back on who Kenny was, the type of teammate that he was, the type of person that he was. Always had that smile, Gary. Even when on some of his darkest days, when you walk into the room and see him, that smile would just make you forget about all the stuff that you're going through, and to see how he was living his life and continuing to live his life. So it's just such a nice thing here. Let's the Hawks finish this off with a championship in the first ever Kenny Arnold Classic. We call him Bootsy. Bootsy. He loved George Clinton. He had one album that he just played over and over and over and over. Kenny was home when you hear the music.
He was a key cog in that 1980 Final Four run for sure. Time for the Iowa City Area Sports Commission Hawkeye Women's Sports Update. Of course, Coralville and the Iowa River Landing and this area being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. They just concluded volleyball. Still to come, wrestling, tennis, much more. The Sports Commission generates significant economic value to the area, adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. If you'd like to learn more, go to wegotnext.org, wegotnext.org. Well, the Hawkeye women's soccer team enters the NCAA tournament later this week as a number 3 seed. Congratulations to Coach Dave Diani and the Hawks coming off a 13-2-4 regular season. They'll host Missouri State in the first round at 6 o'clock this Friday night at the Iowa Soccer Complex. And the 3 seed is the highest in program history. Way to go, Coach Diani and Iowa women's soccer. Last year, the Hawks hosted Bucknell in an opening round game, won 2-0. There were 2,600 fans at that game, and we'd certainly like to see more than that this Friday night. 6 o'clock, Iowa NCAA tournament, first round of the soccer NCAA tournament hosting Missouri State. The Hawkeye women basketball team returns home to host a 28-win Toledo team from last year. That's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, right back here inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Of course, if you can't make the game, you can hear it on the Hawkeye Radio Network with Rob Brooks and Tiffany Reedy. Iowa-Toledo tomorrow night at 6. Hawks come off a 71-52 impressive win over Virginia Tech on Sunday in the Alley tip-off at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Iowa off to a 2-0 start. Senior Lucy Olson paced Iowa with an impressive 20.6 rebound performance. Fellow senior Addison O'Grady hit all 9 of her shots for a career-high 18. And Hannah Stolke finished with 16 points, team leading 7 rebounds as Iowa dominated the Hokies. The Hawkeye women's wrestling team won 6 individual titles this weekend at the Eagle Madness Open in Marietta, Georgia. Rianne Murphy, Callie Ling, Nanea Estrella, Reese Laramendi, Naomi Simon, and J.C. Fuller all wore gold at the end of the day. Up next, the Hawks host their first home duel of the season. It's coming up November 16th, this Saturday here at Carver. 1 o'clock, they'll wrestle Cornell, and after that they'll go to the mat with William Jewell all Saturday afternoon. Big weekend on campus for Hawkeye women's sports. Now to the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. We know at U.S. Bank when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We're committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Well, they've got the Battle of Champions going on, an annual event that pits the four of the Blue Bloods in college basketball. Michigan State is taking on number 1 Kansas. And right now the Jayhawks have a 68-59 lead on Tom Izzo's Spartans with just under 4 minutes to go in the game. That game, where is that being played at?
State Farm Arena. I can see that on the floor.
Well, we'll get a locale on that. But right now, it's Kansas by 9 over Michigan State. To follow, Duke and Kentucky will go at 8 o'clock in the Tournament of Champions. Top 25 college basketball. Penn State's in action tonight and holding on 56-49 over St. Francis of Pennsylvania early on in the second half. Northwestern at home to Illinois Chicago leads 39-33 with 4 minutes gone second half. Low scoring, slow-down affair over in Evanston. 8th-ranked Baylor has a 24-12 lead on Sam Houston. Number 24 Ole Miss leads South Alabama by 9, 8 minutes into that game. Here it's Iowa, South Dakota coming up in about a half an hour. That's our U.S. Bank scoreboard update. Up next, we'll hear from South Dakota head coach Eric Peterson as his Coyotes take on the Iowa Hawkeyes in the Kenny Arnold Classic. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community with underground parking, heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Visit melrosemeadows.com.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Rivalry matchups are back, and you could be there in style with the Iowa Lottery. Enter any non-winning Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket in the VIP Club for a chance to win exclusive seats to the Iowa State matchups at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Enjoy complimentary food and beverage service, parking, and $500 in spending money as you watch the Hawks and the Cyclones battle for in-state bragging rights. Women's basketball, men's basketball, or men's wrestling. It's your choice. Check out ialottery.com/VIP for details and play today.
Woo-hoo! Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff,
the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great. But for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making, they're in to help you through all of it. Because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
It's time to get an inside look at today's opponent. Presented by Explore Minnesota. From oh-so Minnesotan outdoor festivities to lodging with a cozy experience. Start planning your next winter getaway. Create your own Minnesota travel adventure in the land of 10,000 frozen lakes by visiting exploreminnesota.com. Here's Gary Dolphin.
Well, Chris, welcome to Iowa City. Your team playing well. You're really spreading the wealth around with 4 guys averaging double figures.
Yeah, and we haven't shot the ball really well yet, and that's been our deal. The last 2 years, we're top 20 in the country in three-point percentage, right? So once we get our shooters going, I think our fans will really like our style of play. But we've changed a lot of things. We're pressing a lot. We're playing really up-tempo, and Iowa likes to play up-tempo as well. So it'll be a fast in a lot of possessions tonight.
A regular track meet. No wonder you're playing deep, and your bench is scoring 41 points a game.
Yeah, and that's part of the deal. You know, with the transfer portal and a lot going on at our level, we're just trying to recruit good players, and I don't think they care if they come off the bench or start. They know they're going to play a lot of minutes, and they're going to play probably shorter minutes, right, where they're playing 3 to 4 minutes a pop because they're playing so hard defensively with the press. But, you know, people ask me who's going to be your leading scorer. I don't know, right? Night to night, I don't know. We could have 5 or 6 guys lead us in scoring, and that's the exciting part about our team.
Well, and at the other end, 19 turnovers the first 2 games forced, and 9 steals. So you're going to have done at both ends.
Well, we were dead last in the country last year in steals, all right? So that's something we definitely needed to change, right? Force more turnovers. We were a very good offensive team. We just didn't have enough possessions, right? And I'm really happy with our turnover rate so far. We're going to find out against a Big Ten team tonight if we can do the same.
Coach, where does your scouting report start with the Hawkeyes?
Man, they are fast and they can really shoot it, right? They got a really good big man inside, but I'm just really impressed with their shooting and how they play. Motion-based team, you know, part of the pressing deal is you're trying to take teams out of their sets. Well, Iowa doesn't run a lot of sets, right? They're a motion, read, down screens type team. So, you know, we haven't played a lot of teams like this, right? There's not a lot of teams in the Summit League, maybe 1 or 2. I got that question earlier today. Who plays like Iowa? Not many in the Summit League. So the scouting report is we got to take away the 3, right? We got to try to speed them up. We got to create more possessions in the game.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck this year in the Summit.
Thank you. Go Yotes.
That's Coach Peterson. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right. The game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
Lennox has been building furnaces and air conditioners here in Iowa since 1895, and Lennox dealers have been selling and installing these high-efficiency Lennox products for just as long. So when you call Holt Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, you know you're calling one of the best names in the indoor comfort business. Dave Lennox knows that when you turn to Holt, your home will be exceptionally comfortable. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and Holt Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Lennox, Holt Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, and the Hawkeyes. Now that's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacier Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacier Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at lacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 in Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 in Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Need a little boost? Nothing beats the rich, smooth taste of Quick Star's Karuba coffee. Fresh, delicious, and always brewed just right. Now only 79 cents. Any size. When you swipe your Quick Rewards card. Pair it with a fresh baked cookie or muffin from the bake sale and level up your day. Quality coffee at an unbeatable price. Stop by, grab a cup, and taste the difference. Only at Quick Star.
Royal Flooring is your one-stop shop for the finest things in your home. Find the best material from the most trusted brands in our beautiful, fully stocked showroom in Urbandale. Or shop in comfort online at shoproyalflooring.com.
Now it's time for today's John Deere Shoot-Around with Iowa coach Fran McCaffrey. Brought to you by great Iowa John Deere dealers like Van Wall Equipment. Run with the best. Leap ahead of the rest. Nothing runs like a Deere, especially when supported by the team at Van Wall. Here's Gary Dolphin and Coach McCaffrey.
Welcome back to our Hawkeye pregame coverage courtesy of your Iowa John Deere dealers. We're with Iowa basketball coach Fran McCaffrey. Coach, if Kenny Arnold would hear that we're here, that smile would be wide-reaching for the inaugural classic that has his name on it, key cog in that 1980 Final Four team. I think he would certainly approve of what we've seen here in the first two games. Two solid victories for you. Guys are shooting 50% from the field, 59 inside the three-point line. What else has pleased you about these two wins?
Well, I think the number of different people who have contributed. I think that's going to be critical throughout the course of a long season. Of course, tonight Owen Freeman is sick, so he won't be playing. So others have to step up. But I do think one of the big strengths of this team is our depth, and it's going to be evident tonight.
How about Bryce Sanford? I mean, you recruited him. You knew he was a great shooter in high school. He's in year two. He, like all freshmen up and down a year ago, man, he's on page one this year. Did you see that coming this quick?
It was easy because of how he played in June and July. In September, he's consistently performed at an incredibly high level. You saw it at the end of last year. He didn't get to play much early. You know, we were pretty deep last year, especially at his position. He hung in there, just kept grinding. He's gotten stronger. He's much more physical with his game, both defensively and offensively, and he'll be actually in the starting lineup tonight.
Good to hear. Coach, Chase Forte leads South Dakota in scoring. This team is tied nationally in how many times they get to the free throw line. I think it's 33, if I remember correctly. They have four guys averaging in double figures. This is a good team you're playing tonight out of the Summit League.
Very good. They've got a number of transfers. Forte in particular, I mean, in the one game he went to the free throw line 16 times himself. So he's an attack guy. Stewart's preseason first team all-conference. You got Cam Fens, big kid who transferred from UIC. You've got a number of shooters. Buford, Bruns, two brothers. Both of them are really good players. Burkill's a really good player. This team, not only do they have good players and different pieces, they're deep.
Coach, they're forcing 19 turnovers. I know it's early in the season, but they're forcing 19 turnovers through two games on average and 9 steals. What are they doing defensively that is clicking?
Well, they're pressing all over the place, which they did not do last year. So they've changed their defensive philosophy and style. They're flying around. They're on the ball. They're running and jumping and, making you make plays. So our guys have to really be strong with the ball and make good decisions tonight.
Coach, let's wrap it up with a shout-out for Kirk Sparrow. A week ago, he was inducted into the Central Florida University Athletics Hall of Fame. Head coach there for 27 years, led the Knights to 4 NCAA tournaments, a regular season championship. Not only is he a tremendous coach, but he's a great person. And he sat on your bench for a lot of years. Great personality, good for Kirk.
Really happy for him. Did an unbelievable job there. You know, when you look at his record, or, you know, they went to X number of NCAA tournaments. They were in like 4 different conferences, and it's incredibly difficult to move from one conference to another, how you recruit, how you prepare. He did that seamlessly, and, you know, obviously was recognized with the Hall of Fame induction. So incredibly well-deserved, made an unbelievable impact here. And I think people always looked at him as, you know, a veteran coach, really bright X and O guy, and he's brilliant, but he was a terrific recruiter. Very underrated recruiter. Had a great eye for talent. If he told you a guy could play, he could play. So, you know, he's missed, but the good thing is he's around. You know, he comes to practice a lot. We see him, and hopefully we'll continue to see him for a long time.
Thanks for your time as always, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it, Dolph.
Coach McCaffrey is sponsored each game night by your Iowa John Deere dealers. Up next, more Hawkeye pregame coverage. Bobby Hansen has his keys to the game. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community with underground parking, heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Visit melrosemeadows.com.
The Hawkeyes are ready to take flight for another men's basketball season, and season tickets are available now.
Freeman goes and gets it, shot up and good. What body control. A little double dip in midair, was coming down with the ball and flipped it up and in.
Led by all-conference selection and Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Owen Freeman, the Hawkeyes are ready to shine in the Big Ten. Join the charge and secure your season tickets at HawkeyeSports.com or call us at 1-800-IA-HAWKS. On Iowa, and go Hawks.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC.
Hawkeyes and the Coyotes of South Dakota tip off in about 15-20 minutes here at Carver Hawkeye Arena and a wrap up to the Kenny Arnold Classic. What's on Bobby Hansen's mind? It's time for Bobby's keys to the game. And you heard both coaches talk about running some more. That's what their programs do. And I'm anxious to see this South Dakota team. They've got a half a dozen to 8 Division I transfers, and most of them are seniors.
And good players, too, Gary, on top of that. So really have expanded their game up there in Vermillion, South Dakota, playing for Coach Eric Peterson. But you're exactly right. The number one key that I have here when I thought about this here the last couple of days is you got to get off to a quick start right from the opening tip. The Hawks need to be dialed in. This is a championship game, Gary. This is kind of what you want to be at in a lot of different things. You got to be ready. Got to have that mindset to win a championship. So you cannot come in here early unless South Dakota feel like they can come in here and hang with you. You know they're going to be excited playing big bad Iowa Hawkeyes in here. So get your energy up early, share the ball, and as you heard Coach McCaffrey talk about, you got to handle their press because they'll be scrambling all over trying to get steals. Make them pay and attack. But number one key is quick start. Get your head right and get after these guys early. Second key is going to be your bench play. Hawks got great production last game from the second unit. Price Sanford will be in the first unit tonight. Drew Thelwell will come off the bench. They were terrific, knocking down shots. South Dakota, they can go 11 deep, and they get 41 points off that bench. So we'll have to watch that stat. Bench points, bench production here tonight. And the third key without Owen Freeman is you got to rebound the basketball. Going to be key all season long. All 5 guys on the defensive board. Limit the second shots. Get the fast break kicked into high gear. Run the Coyotes out of here. D them up and get the misses. The Coyotes are plus 5.5 on the boards. The Hawkeyes plus 2. You got to flip that around. Hawks got to win the battle of the boards tonight.
Always talking about rebounding when the Iowa Hawkeyes name come up because they want to get out and run so much, and they're so effective. Hopefully they make enough shots to where rebounding won't matter tonight. But if it does, to Bobby's point, they need to be strong off the glass, especially without Owen Freeman, who is battling the flu bug. Owen will not play tonight. Those are Bobby's keys to the game, keys to a Hawkeye victory over South Dakota. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages. Score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawks. Well, the football team is bowl eligible again. 23 years out of 24, 23 times out of the last 24 years. The Hawks are heading someplace nice. Sign up at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central. That's all one word. HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central to get game tickets, travel, and hotel information as soon as Iowa's bowl destination is announced. Presented by Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour. The Mid-American Energy starting lineups are next. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Get in the game with Hawk Talk. Join Coach Kirk Ferentz and host Gary Dolphin for 90 minutes of Iowa football talk. Wednesdays, 6:30 to 8 Central. Listen live on the Hawkeye Radio Network and Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel. Presented by View Rooftop.
Need a little boost? Nothing beats the rich, smooth taste of Quick Star's Karuba coffee. Fresh, delicious, and always brewed just right. Now only 79 cents. Any size. When you swipe your Quick Rewards card. Pair it with a fresh baked cookie or muffin from the bake sale and level up your day. Quality coffee at an unbeatable price. Stop by, grab a cup, and taste the difference. Only at Quick Star.
Step into the action with the Fight for Iowa podcast. Join host Gary Dolphin as he takes you behind the scenes with Hawkeye coaches, athletes, and alumni. Tune in weekly on HawkeyeSports.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Your front row seat to Hawkeye athletics.
Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. We provide experiential travel and vacation planning for Hawkeye fans across the state. Contact one of our destination experts to start planning your next trip at duagency.com.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by American Equity, Better Business Bureau, Daydreamer, Quickstar, Lennox, Tournament Club of Iowa. Support those who support the Hawkeyes.
Time for the Mid-American Energy starting lineups on tonight's Iowa-South Dakota basketball game. Working together is how you win. That's why Mid-American Energy's roster of wind, solar, and other energy sources work together to keep your service safe and reliable 24/7. Learn more at MidAmericanEnergy.com. MidAmericanEnergy.com. For South Dakota, out to its first 3-0 start since 2019. Head coach is Eric Peterson in his third year. Spent a lot of time on the Utah staff as an assistant coach. They're averaging 87 points a game, giving up 70. They're all-conference candidate at guard. Point guard Caleb Stewart, 6'3", senior out of Houston, Texas, came to North Dakota from Louisiana Tech. The other guard, Max Burchell, out of Sioux Falls, senior, 6'4", Lincoln High School in Sioux Falls is where Max prepped. Their best player is guard Chase Forte, a 6'4" senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, by way of Northwestern State University. Paul Bruns, a 6'4" guard forward, is from North Sioux City, South Dakota. How about that? North Sioux City, South Dakota. Get your GPS out for that one. Out of Dakota Valley High School, and is a transfer from North Dakota. So he left North Dakota to come south. And Cameron Fenns, out of Dubuque and Hempstead High School. Cameron started his career at the University of Chicago. He's a 7-foot junior, great high school player a few years ago, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds right now for the Coyotes. In fact, they have 4 that average in double figures, led by Chase Forte's 15 points and 4 assists. Now for the Hawkeyes, without Owen Freeman, Price Sanford gets the start, and why not? Coming off a 22-point effort the other day against Southern, 6'7" sophomore from Waukee. Brother Peyton at 6'8", 215-pound senior. Peyton averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Price right behind at 18 points, 4 boards. Laji Dembele gets the start at power forward, 6'8", 250, sophomore from Newark, New Jersey. Laji's grabbing 6 boards a game to go with his 5 points. Brock Harding at the point. He'll start. Drew Thelwell will be in there a lot. Brock Harding, a 6-foot sophomore from Moline, averaging 6 points, 6 assists. And Josh Dix, a 6'6" junior from Council Bluffs, Lincoln, averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and a couple rebounds. Of course, both teams will play a lot of their roster. Those are the Mid-American Energy starting lineups. Log on to MidAmericanEnergy.com for energy-saving tips. Join Bobby and me each week for Hawk Talk live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency out in Coralville. We'll be joined each week by Coach McCaffrey and a Hawkeye player. Our first show is scheduled for November 25th from 7 until 8:30. For complete schedule, visit HawkeyeSports.com. HawkeyeSports.com. All the dates and times for the Coach McCaffrey show are at HawkeyeSports.com. Hi to everybody out at the Hyatt tonight, led by General Manager Matt. And there you have it, our U.S. Cellular pregame show. U.S. Cellular will sponsor our postgame show, too. And hopefully we're talking about Iowa's third win of the season. Up next, the Farmers State Bank tip-off with South Dakota and the Hawkeyes. That's around the corner. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball forward Hannah Stolke teamed up with 22 and Vine at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort to bring you an exclusive creation, the Hamburger. This mouthwatering masterpiece features 2 delicious sausage and beef patties with crispy bacon jam, melted American cheese, and a perfectly fried egg, all nestled on a French toast caramelized brioche bun. Experience the Hamburger today. Available only at 22 and Vine. It's a game changer.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Basketball is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. The ball is in your court. Visit shelterinsurance.com to find an agent who can help you with your auto, home, and life insurance needs. 988. There is hope with a 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 for free, 24/7. Iowa John Deere Dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye Basketball. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Hy-Vee, score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. By your local Ford dealers. And by Mid-American Energy. Look up, look out for overhead power lines. Visit midamericanenergy.com for electrical safety tips. It's game time. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. Now let's join Gary Dolphin and former Hawkeye Bobby Hansen for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
The officials for tonight's Iowa-South Dakota game, signed by the Big Ten Conference, all veterans. Earl Walton. Earl's been around a long time. Michael Irving, no, not the wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys. And Scott Brown. That's our three men in the stripes. Josh Dixon, watching Josh run off the floor. Eric Peterson was telling me how hard he recruited Josh Dixon High School. Said first off, I love the kid, and I would have loved to have had him at South Dakota. Out of Council Bluffs, Lincoln. He said, I knew it was an uphill battle, and he made the right decision in the end, but he said he'd have really helped us. I said, well, he'd help a lot of schools, and he's going to have help going forward.
Great two-way player.
Indeed he is. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification before we get underway. Big Ten basketball, the Hawkeyes versus the Summit League's Coyotes of South Dakota. 10-second ID break. You're listening to Iowa basketball. Happy 100th birthday to our flagship stations, WHO in Des Moines and WMT in Cedar Rapids. And around the state, in Spirit Lake, it's KUOO FM. Muscatine, the home of KWPC, AM and FM. In Manchester, KMCH 94.7 on the FM dial. And up in Dubuque, WDBQ 107.5 FM. Now Nora Strong sings our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nora Strong, great job on the national anthem. Election day is over for another term, at least 2 years. I guess there's elections going on all the time, isn't there?
Glad it's over. Got old.
Local. we always say that by the time November, the Wednesday after Election Day gets here.
Text messages.
I'm glad it's over, too. Good luck to President-elect Trump. President Biden can ride off into the sunset to retirement. And we'll be here calling Iowa basketball, football and basketball. The Hawkeye football team, of course, a bye week this week. Then it's on to Maryland. Hawks will have touched both coasts in the next last week to next week. That's
3,000 miles apart.
That is the Big Ten today as we know it. Tonight's opening tip is sponsored by Farmers State Bank. Earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch just out I-80 or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com. That's myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. Thank you, Farmers State Bank, for supporting Hawkeye basketball. Wanted to mention tonight and wish all the best to our longtime strength and conditioning coach for Iowa basketball, Bobby, Bill Maxwell. 27 years with the Hawkeyes. Max, as he's affectionately known, took retirement, and we wish him the best. He's just 55 years old. He'll find another vocation to work in the strength and conditioning area. We know that, but 27 years he's been here. That's as long as you and I have been hanging out here together.
Yeah, great man. Great man. East Carolina football player, came up here and made Iowa his home and has left his mark here on a lot of programs, not just men's basketball, but capable replacement there. And Andre McIntyre will take over the duties right now.
Yeah, Andre will step in as men's basketball strength and conditioning coach. Now, Andre's been around the university for a number of years with other sports, including basketball. So all the best to Bill Maxwell as he heads into, I would call it semi-retirement.
Yeah, I think I heard he's going to be some sort of medical sales or something around town here.
A well-known company. Yeah. I can't remember the name. We went to a little going away for him last week. And how about our buddy Kirk Spiro, inducted into the Central Florida Hall of Fame.
Big deal.
A week ago. 27 years. Speaking of 27, Kirk was there, I believe, 25, 26, 27 years.
17 years as the head coach.
Yeah. Well, he's been a coach a lot longer than that, but took his team to the NCAA tournament 4 times, 4 tournament championships, and not only a tremendous coach, but a great person and a great teacher of the game.
Always has been.
You came up with him through the Lute Olson ranks.
Yeah, he was a graduate assistant and was elevated during that Final Four year in 1980. He graduated, I think, in 79, but became a graduate assistant. Was our dorm monitor there in Hillcrest, and then a plane crash took down Tony McAndrew. So he got a special exemption from the NCAA, and Kirk became a coach at that time, was able to go out and recruit, and has now looked back and done a wonderful job all those years. Congratulations on that Hall of Fame induction for Coach Kirk Spira, and really helped put that university on the map, Central Florida, down in Orlando.
Boy, did he ever. Longtime basketball coach and terrific high school player. I remember watching him in the state tournament out of Sioux City
North
a few years ago. I won't mention how long ago. And ironically, I mean, he's had a busy year. He went in the Iowa High School Basketball Hall of Fame this past spring.
Wow.
In March.
Making the circuit.
Kirk Spira.
Loving retirement.
Coached a total of 43 years as an assistant at Iowa, University of Denver, Florida, Southern Florida, and the head coach at Pensacola Junior College. So Kirk, take tomorrow off.
Sleep in.
Sleep in. Here we go. Laji Dembele jumping center with Cam Fens, and the 7-footer controls the tip for the visitors. Farmers State Bank tip-off tonight. Underway we are. Chase Forte throws left wing for Caleb Stewart. Preseason all-league pick in the Summit. They're working a lot of shot clock. 10 left to burn there. Left wing is Max Burchell. Out front, terrific defense by the Hawks. Can they close out the possession? Here's Fens inside. Misses the jump shot, but is fouled. Great defense by Iowa for 27 of the 30.
Well, you see, they get to the free throw line, and the Hawks played really good defense. They were communicating, switching back when Josh Dix got stuck on Cameron Fens down low. Laji came back and called him off, took him down there, but they found the big fella at the end of the shot clock there, and he goes hard. Fouled by Laji, his first, and to the free throw line, big Cameron Fens out of Dubuque.
Out of Hempstead High School. He visited the Iowa campus a couple times in high school. Fran really liked him, but obviously got the man he wanted in Owen Freeman. 1 of 2 free throws for Fens. 54% from the line early in the season, and the Hawks bring it down the floor. The rebound to Peyton Sanford, trailing 1-0. Harding with a crossover dribble. Jump passes into the corner. Dix for 3. Good. Look out, boy, when he starts out on fast forward like that from the perimeter. Could be a big night for
Pretty
Josh.
cross-court find by point guard Brock Harding there. The dribble penetrated and drove and kick.
At the other end, Forte tries to equal with a 3. No good. Fens got the rebound, but he brought it down too low. Dix picked his pocket. Turnover, North Dakota. 3-1 Hawkeyes. On the strength of the Josh Dix triple. Here's Peyton Sanford. Crossover dribble, pull-up jump shot. No good, short. Off the right side of the iron and scraped away by Cam Fens. 18:40 to play opening half. Just underway in Iowa City. Oh, here's a wide open look at a 3 by Burchell. No good. Dembele and Fens get hooked up. Fens hits the turf. Iowa gets the rebound. Everybody catches up. Harding gets into the paint, lost the ball. Fens with a steal. Brock a little out of control as he went up for the shot. Never quite had the handle on it. Stewart returns for the Coyotes. They're all crimson and white uniform, red or crimson, maroon, call it what you want, trimmed in white. Hawkeyes in the road black or charcoal gray. Fens drives in on Dembele, threw it up there too hard, left of the lane, missed. Dix with a rebound. Josh ahead to Peyton Sanford. Hawks up tempo. Sanford right of the key. Now top of the key left for Fens. He takes it between the rings. One bounce dribble into the corner to Price Sanford. To brother Peyton. Left of the lane. Shot fake. Up with the left hand. No good. Fens with a rebound. Hawks 1 for 3. South Dakota 0 for 3. Make it 0 for 4. A hurry-up shot by Stewart in transition.
Let's find Josh Dix again. He's just the guy that hit.
He's the only guy with a field goal. We played 2.5 minutes. Harding gets to the basket. Shot fake and is fouled. Scores! Off the window. Not once, but twice. Beautiful double shot fake. Chase Forte finally left earth and crashed into Harding. He'll get an and one.
Yeah, real nice play that time by Brock. The Middle opened up there, Gary, and they went hard with the left hand. Nobody stops him. Simple little head fake, a little ball fake. Got his man off the ground and leaned in with the left hand. Gets the kiss off the glass. The end one coming for Brock.
Hawkeyes are up 5-1. South Dakota.
Foul on Forte.
An icy 0 for 4 out of the gate. Brock Harding obliges the foul on Forte with an and one. 75% free throw shooter. Ooh, this one took a real deep look in the well and then hopped out. No good. Both teams are 0 for 1. Chase Forte threw an elbow into Harding, got away with it.
Should have been a foul.
Yeah, Harding is pesky, and Forte let him know he didn't appreciate it. Here's a drive inside, and a shot goes off the glass for the just into the game, Isaac Bruns, 6'4" sophomore from North Sioux City, South Dakota. Harding breaks the press to Dix in transition to Dembele. He lobs up a three. That one is way too strong. Iowa's lead is 5-3. South Dakota looks to tie it with a 2 or take the lead back with a 3. Crossover is Caleb Stewart, and a blocking foul called on Peyton Sanford. Didn't quite have his feet set. 16:39 to play first half. Iowa's lead is 5-3. Not a shooting foul. South Dakota will inbound left of the goal. Out of bounds underneath. Stewart to do the honors. Brings it out deep for Bruns. Just hit the jump shot a moment ago to brother Paul Bruns. Back to Isaac. Now a patty cake pass to Caleb Stewart. Here's a shot. Nope, shot fake, excuse me. I thought he was going up with it. Stewart. Long jump shot from the corner is no good. Lodgy mistimed his jump. Rebound battled for and is taken away by by South Dakota. Dre Bullock. Here's a three. No good. Deep in the wing. Boy, they shoot up a bunch of threes. Iowa's got a breakaway at the other end. Dix all the way in. Scores off the glass. He just took Isaac Bruns, who was the only line of defense, took him in deep, and muscled his way to the basket.
Hawks were able to get a defensive rebound that time, and Peyton did a nice job looking ahead and found Josh Dix out ahead of the field.
Here's a leaner and a score in the lane for Paul Bruns. Got Peyton Sanford to leave his feet. Now a turnover. Dix threw it away on a bounce pass intended for Price Sanford. Price has hardly touched the ball here in the first 4 minutes plus. 15:40 to play in the first half. We'll go to a break with Iowa on top 7-5. Hawkeyes have hit 3 of their first 6 shots. 2 of 9 is South Dakota, yet the Coyotes are within 2. This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Rivalry matchups are back, and you could be there in style with the Iowa Lottery. Enter any non-winning Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket in the VIP Club for a chance to win exclusive seats to the Iowa State matchups at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Enjoy complimentary food and beverage service, parking, and $500 in spending money as you watch the Hawks and the Cyclones battle for in-state bragging rights. Women's basketball, men's basketball, or men's wrestling. It's your choice. Check out ialottery.com/VIP for details and play today.
Woo-hoo! At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Josh Dix with 5 of the first 7 Iowa points. 15:41 to play first half. With Bob Hansen, Gary Dolphin back at Carver Hawkeye Arena, the Kenny Arnold Classic. Our engineer-producer is Corey Sheets. Hawkeyes are 3 of 6. Thankfully, South Dakota's 2 of 9.
And 0 for 5 from 3, so keep that up there, Yotes.
They just turned the Hawks over for a second time, though. Iowa, both teams go to the bench. Here's a turnover on South Dakota. The press, good job by that 1-2-2, forcing the bad pass.
Yeah, really did, and they weren't prepared for that. The Hawks come out of the timeout and throw that three-quarter court extended pressure up and nowhere to go. Clock winding down, threw it ahead, and Peyton Sanford a nice job of blocking out the Coyote player to get the turnover.
Now the Hawks get it in. Substitution, Seydou Traore, his first significant minutes, battling that plantar fasciitis and looks to be moving pretty good. He's running the point right now at 6'7". Here's Dix on the wing. He's got a 3 and a 2, 12 to shoot. He's ISO'd on Ashton Smith, and we have a blocking foul on Ashton Smith. That's 6'9", trying to guard 6'4". I like Josh Dix's odds.
And good recognition by the Hawkeyes to clear out and let Josh take that man one-on-one on the right side of the floor here. Right thing, picks up the first foul on big Ashton Smith, the junior.
Max Burchell's back in for Paul Bruns. Here's Peyton Sanford all the way in with a left-handed hook. No good, put back, good by Lodgy. Boy, oh boy. Stone shot there. He just whipped it up there and was right in front of the rim after the offensive rebound. And here they are scoring at the other end. So there's a 4-point swing. Ashton Smith got behind Lodgy in the lane, and they fed him. They found him on a jump pass. Tie game at 7. Hawks struggling in the offensive end with that pressing defense. Dix isn't, though. Another 3 for J.D.
Find that man. He's hot. 8 points, 8 of the 10.
And Iowa back in front 10-7. 2 threes for the young man from Council Bluffs, Lincoln. Hawks back in front. Drew Thelwell's going to come in here at the next buzzer. South Dakota on the attack. Dre Bullock, the senior from North Carolina, hits a jump shot. Wow. Niagara University transfer ties the game at 10. Dix back for the Hawkeyes. Good crowd for this 8 o'clock start tonight. Good to see. Here's a catch by Lodgy Dembele. He's double teamed, almost threw it away. Great save by Traore. Peyton Sanford back to Traore. Seydou thought about a 3. Now he will let fly. It's no good strong. Rebound tipped out by Brock Harding. Peyton Sanford with a follow-up 3. Good. Credit a heck of an assist by Brock Harding.
It was, and a heck of a kick out there. I think it was Seydou that knocked that thing out there, but Brock found the shooter. Peyton Sanford, let's get him off the mark. His first 3 and the third 3-point field goal made for the Hawkeyes.
He'd look good on men's volleyball team if Iowa had one. He killed that thing. Now he steals from the guard, Isaac Bruns. The Hawks turn it over, though, at the other end. Turnover is a factor here early on. South Dakota's turning teams over. It's the rate of 17, almost 18 a game. And the Hawks have 3 early. Still a tie game. No, actually, Iowa's up 13-10 on the Peyton Sanford 3. Josh Dix with a near steal. Both teams have turned it over 3 times. Here comes Evan Bronze and Lodgy Dembele into the game for the Hawkeyes. Brock Harding gets a breather. Drew Thelwell comes and gets him. Seydou Traore stays on. Seydou Traore stays on the floor for the Hawkeyes. Clean look at a 3, but they pass it up. Does Shea Eberwine. He's in the near corner. Drives baseline, reverse layup attempt. No good with a hook shot. Fens with a rebound. Shot clock violation. Eberwine flipped it up there too hard. Nice drive along the left baseline, but good defense. Hawks had him trapped on that line. He flipped it up over the iron, never touched iron. And by the time Fens got the rebound and the putback, the shot clock expired. 4 turnovers on South Dakota.
Yeah, good job by the Hawkeye defensively, knowing the clock was winding down, just walled up underneath the basket there. And doing a good job here of handling the pressure for the most part, the Hawks are.
Peyton Sanford, a running jumper, curled it in right of the key. Peyton wants the basketball. He's hit back-to-back shots now. 15-10. Iowa's lead is 5. And we play on. South Dakota, far wing, other side of the floor is Shea Eberwine. Here's a pass, top of the circle. Eberwine throws up a three. It's good. Shea Eberwine shoots 50% from three. Hawks know that. They got to get on him. That was a nice feed by Isaac Bruns that found him open. Iowa's lead is 2, 15-13. Dix, who's got a pair of triples, gets a screen from Sanford. Now one from Bruns. Into the corner to Seydou. You say yes. Seydou Traore. First triple of the new year. Welcome to the crowd. Welcome to the game, young man.
That's got to make the Manhattan transfer feel pretty good. You knocked down that first three-point field goal made. Looked like he knew what he was doing.
Cameron Fens attempting to dunk over Evan Bronze inside. Bronze gets called for the foul. Looked like he had a lot of basketball there, but they say he got him with the body. Fran McCaffrey not happy. He's not happy with that give-and-go play either that Fens got to the basket. And he's letting his guys know it. 18-13, Iowa's lead, though, is 5 on the strength of back-to-back shots that went down for Peyton Sanford. Back to Carver in a minute. 11:38 to play first half. Hawks by 5 over South Dakota. This is the Kenny Arnold Classic. Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game as a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bump's Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bump's is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bump's and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bump's Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Hawkeyes trying to heat up the nets for the women. They'll be here tomorrow night. The Hawkeye women looking to go 3-0. We'll host Toledo at 6 at Carver. Here it's Iowa 18 and the University of South Dakota Coyotes 13. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's All Suite Hotels, Homewood Suites, and Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Relaxed and spacious suites with free breakfast, 24-hour fitness, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit to the Iowa River Landing. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Hi to Michelle and Connie and Nell and Ethan and Michaela and Kara. All those wonderful University of Iowa students that take good care of us every time we stay at the Homewood Suites or the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Cameron Fens, young man from Hempstead High School in Dubuque, stands at the line. He gets 2 off that foul by Evan Bronze. Makes the first. 18-14. Iowa's lead is 4. About midway through the first half. Fran McCaffrey still veins popping out of his neck over Iowa's defensive effort on that last drive to the basket by
Bad
Fens.
rotation. I think Seydou forgot to come over and help out Evan. Evan had to take the foul, stop the dunk.
Fens makes both free throws. The 7-footer has 3, all from the foul line. It's Thelwell, Traore, Evan Bronze, Peyton Sanford, and Josh Dix, who's had the hot hand for the Hawkeyes with a couple of threes. Here's a step back 2 left of the lane, no good. Strong rebound by South Dakota in the person of Chase Forte. He's their leading scorer. He's yet to get going. Hawks need to keep identifying him defensively, and they do. Thelwell knocks the dribble away. He gets it back, though. There's a shot fake now, a drive to the basket, and a layup, I think, partially blocked by Evan Bronze. Blocked down on. Here's a pass ahead, turnover Iowa. Another turnover by the Hawks. Max Burchell comes away with it, and he's going to shoot a three. No, he passes up the three, but the shot fake caught Josh Dix off balance, and Josh commits the foul. Price Sanford will return, along with Cooper Koch. First foul on Dix.
First foul on Josh. Yeah, let's see if we can get Cooper going here and knock down a couple of three-pointers here for the freshman.
Hawks off balance in the defensive end with this South Dakota team. Caleb Stewart thought about a shot, gets around Price Sanford, and lays it up and in. Gangly, lengthy 6'3" senior from Houston, and it's a one-point game. Iowa led by 5 a moment ago, but a pair of free throws and now a drive and a score by Caleb Stewart. Thelwell comes back and knifes through the entire defense of the Coyotes and lays it up and in. Good job by Iowa spreading the floor there.
Spread the court and let Drew work at the top of the key. A little brush screen set at the top, and nobody picks him up and turned the Jets on and got all the way to the basket for the right-hand layup.
Thelwell's first basket. Here's a three aired out. Saved from going out of bounds, though, by hustling Max Burchell. Hawks come away with a steal, though. Cooper Koch picked off a pass. Here's Thelwell back. Thought about a shot, takes it inside, throws to the corner. Price is open for three, and the price is right. Price Sanford strokes his first look. That's a good sign for the young man, the sophomore from Waukee.
Hawkeyes now 5 of 7 from deep, and the assist was made on the dribble penetration on the baseline by Drew Thelwell.
And the Hawks have their largest lead of the night at 6. Here's a quick three in transition by Paul Bruns. Rims and comes off. Hawks with a rebound. Cooper Koch down the floor. Hands off to Seydou Traore. Now to Drew Thelwell, who slows it down. South Dakota almost looked like they're in a zone. Another three, no good by Price Sanford from the left wing. Rebounded by Cameron Fens. And we're running the other way in South Dakota's possession. Caleb Stewart around the horn it comes, and a three is no good. Strong. Fens tips the rebound to a teammate. Layup no good. I think Braun's got a piece of that one. Either he or Traore.
He's fighting in there.
Couple block shots for the Hawks. They're running. Sanford for three in transition. No good. That one way short of the mark. And we're running the other way with Paul Bruns. 23-17 Iowa. 8.5 to go first half. Caleb Stewart. This is a heck of a pace. Fens fumbles the ball out of bounds on a pass just over lead. And it's another turnover for South Dakota. Some tired bodies out there right now.
They're up and down the court, man. That is now 5 turnovers for the Coyotes. The Hawkeyes have flipped it over 4 times. Coyotes are now 0 for their last 5. 1 of their last 7, Mr. Dolphin. Hawkeye defense is
Mr. Hansen.
Tough to get anything in here, though, the speed of this game.
I know.
Pace of this game.
Can I get it back, please? You're too slow. Come on.
Yeah.
They're going 90 miles an hour out there. Fens and Forte come out for the University of South Dakota. The Hawks try and take advantage of a smaller team on the floor now defensively for the Coyotes. Here's 6'8", Cooper Koch. They swing it around near corner for Price Sanford. Thelwell for three. He aired it out. Out of bounds to the Coyotes. And as you heard, Fran McCaffrey is not happy with that shot selection.
A little early in the shot clock.
Yeah, he's yelling, move it. Move it around the perimeter. 8:13 to go till halftime. Here's a couple screens, a double screen, and Caleb Stewart. Layup practice, 23-19 Iowa. Stewart's starting to heat up a little bit.
They're
Here
just spreading the court and taking the Hawkeyes one-on-one. Need some offside defensive help over there to step over and block that shot.
South Dakota had gone 2.5 minutes without a score. And now Stewart's got back-to-back baskets. A foul on South Dakota is called off the ball. Trying to figure out who it's on. 3 team fouls on the Coyotes.
Foul on number 32 there, Smith.
Ashton Smith, all right.
His second.
Hawks have been whistled 4 times here in the first 12 minutes. Not a lot of whistles, more for turnovers than fouls. Iowa 23, South Dakota 19. It's the Kinney Arnold Classic here from Carver. This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield in Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
It'll be Iowa basketball when play resumes. 7:53 to go first half. Hawkeyes lead South Dakota 23-19. And it comes to Laji Dembele, who's back in the game. Thelwell, shot fake, left wing for Cooper Koch. Long three by Coop. It's no good, but Karam's off a would-be rebounder on the weak side. That ball just overpowered Isaac Bruns, and he couldn't get it under control. And it's out of bounds to Iowa. So the Hawks keep it with 12 on the shot clock. Since Koch did not draw iron, no new shot clock.
Get something going to the basket here.
Hawks are in a 2-minute drought here. Peyton Sanford back in the game. Thelwell lobs up a three. In and out, no good. Rattles in and out, rebounded by South Dakota. Isaac Bruns with it now to Caleb Stewart. 23-19. Hawkeyes. That rebound to Dre Bullock. Here's a moving screen.
Fence.
Oh, okay, that was off the ball. He came to set a screen. It's as good as a turnover. 7:23 to play in the game. Hawkeye basketball is sponsored by Mid-American Energy. Look up, look out for overhead power lines. Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for electrical safety tips. Call 811-811 before you dig. It's the law. Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for natural gas safety tips. Peyton Sanford, wild shot right of the lane, but it goes down. Great shooters talk it down. He was stumbling against the defender into the paint, flipped it up there, and it went in.
Should have been an and one right there. A lot of contact on the shot, but Peyton now with 3 made field goals, 7 points.
Here's a pass deflected away and all the way to the other end, out of bounds. It'll be Iowa basketball. Well, they may change their mind now.
No way, it's Iowa ball.
Okay, the third official came running in. The other two had agreed it was Iowa basketball. Look at Eric Peterson, just kind of stares at the floor. South Dakota claiming it scraped a Hawkeye, but another turnover on the Coyotes. Now the Hawks got a chance to go up by their widest margin. Leading by 6, 25-19. Peyton for 3, no good, strong. Hawks were batting 500 from the field. Still are from the field, not from 3. Here's a top of the key right side jump shot, good. Oh, I tell you, this Isaac Bruns has a sweet-looking jig.
Yeah, he's playing against the older brother, Paul Bruns, his whole life. And
Peyton throws it away on the inbounds. Almost a shot, but not quite for Chase Forte. He put it up there lightly because Laji Dembele was in his way. Now Cooper Koch misses a jump hook right of the lane. And South Dakota's back with the basketball again. Put pressure on that Hawkeye defense. Isaac Bruns to the wing. Here's a long three way off the mark. Put up by Dre Bullock. Thelwell with a carom. He's coming the other way to Peyton Sanford. Koch for three. Rims and comes out. Rebound Dembele. Can't get the putback. Again, Dembele stayed with it. Played catch with himself and gets the basket.
Right around the big fella. Cameron Fens was caught standing that time. Laji fouled his own shot, fell right into his hands, and gets the basket. First one for Lodge.
Eric Peterson unhappy, calls a 30-second timeout. It's 27-21. Iowa's lead is 6 with 5:49 to go. 30-second timeout. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. uihc.org. And join the Swarm, Hawk fans. Team up with Iowa athletes to support local charities and help the basketball teams. Make a difference today. Join the Iowa Swarm. Visit iowaswarm.com. That's Iowa's collective, iowaswarm.com, and learn more. After the 30-second timeout, Max Burchell is back in the game. He's got the ball for South Dakota. Ahead for Chase Forte. Near steal.
Travel.
And now a travel. I think Bryce Sanford got a piece of that jump pass. And by the time Max Burchell retrieved it, either he or Chase Forte, the traveling call was made. One made the pass to the other. That's 9 turnovers here in the first half on South Dakota. So the Hawks try to score off the miscue. Drew Thelwell back. 5.5 to go. First half. Here's a nice baseline drive by Dix. Little ball fake to the right, to the center of the floor, and he drove left baseline and picked up the foul. Be 5 team fouls.
Second foul on Chase Forte. That's the good news there. 15-point score. Been held to 0.
How about that? Their leading scorer. Marked by that Iowa defense to this point. Now he's got 2 fouls. He'll have to sit out the rest of the half. And it comes to Peyton Sanford. Peyton drives right, then goes back to his left, and draws a 2-shot foul this time. With 5:23 to go in the half, they're going to get Max Burchell. Peyton at 6'8", 215. Burchell, give him credit. He's hustling out there, trying to stay with him, but he's 6'4". That's impossible.
Yeah, good job. Peyton Sanford is 6'8". Over the top of him, just leaned in, got the body contact. And Peyton, a 90% free throw shooter. Usually good for these two.
91 in the Big Ten last year, one of the top 5 free throw shooters in the conference. And he'll be there again this year. You can count on that. He hasn't been to the foul line a whole lot here in the first couple of weeks. Makes them both. Now Iowa extends the lead to 29-21.
9 points. Peyton Sanford to lead the Hawks.
Dix at the point of the 1-2-2 press. They bring it across the midcourt stripe. Caleb Stewart with it. Now center of the floor for Burchell. Leaves it right wing for Isaac Bruns. Left side it comes for Shea Eberwine. He throws up a shot and it went in. Thing just plunked, deadened off the back of the iron and rolled in. And they're going to get Peyton Sanford for his second foul.
Yeah.
So Peyton will have to sit down the rest of the half. 5:05 to go till the intermission. And Eberwine got the gift of the basket. A generous thud off the rim, and now 57% from the free throw line will get the and one. 29-23 Iowa. And the free throw comes hard off the back of the iron, no good. Iowa with the rebound. And into the front court, now double teamed is Trey Duciari. Here's Dix driving into the paint. He draws contact. And they're going to get Max Burchell, his second, 6th, now 7th team foul on the Coyotes. So Josh Dix will be at the foul line.
I think they're going to give him 2.
Oh, my, okay.
Yeah, he said he was going to shoot it. We'll see here in a
Dix
second.
shaking that right arm, wrist.
1-1.
Like he got jammed there. 1-1 coming, not a shot. But the way Dix shoots him, he hasn't missed this season. And he still hasn't missed this season. It's the prettiest sound in basketball, that rippling of the chords.
Tickle the twine.
Yes, splits the net. Brock Harding
Cotton.
returns for Price Sanford. Dix and Harding Thelwell. Seydou Traore and Laji Dembele on the floor. Josh gets both to fall. And Iowa's leading scorers in double digits with 10. 31-23, Hawks by 8. Burchell with a crossover dribble takes it in deep. Misses the jump shot. Good defense by Drew Thelwell. Outlets for Harding. Up the near sideline. Dix in transition. Thought about a three. Puts the ball on the floor. Leaves it for a trailing Thelwell. 4.5 to play in the period. First half. 18 on the shot clock. Dembele lobs up a three. Good! He doesn't shoot many of them, but they all seem to be timely.
Yeah, very capable three-point shooter. Sometimes they're a little bit quick in the shot clock, but when he feels the magic, he lets it fly.
Iowa has its first double-digit lead, but not for long, as they counter with a three. They being the Coyotes. Caleb Stewart, crafty senior from Houston, Texas, and Louisiana Tech University, transferred in. Talk about a change of climate. He's guarding Traore right now. Seydou gets the ball to Dembele, high post left. Harding for three. He hits it. Hawks heating up from the perimeter now.
Good find by, I think, Dembele. Reverse the basketball, top of the key right there. Just turned, look left, and there's Brock for three.
Hawks back up 11, 37-26. Caleb Stewart playing 1-on-5. He's just lobbing up threes. Can the Hawks ring it up a third time in a row? No. Thelwell misses a long-range jumper. 3:27 to play in the half. Iowa up by 11. We're running the other way. Here's a three. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Laji Dembele. And it'll stay with South Dakota when play resumes. A flurry of threes here in the last 30 seconds by the Hawks. They're now 7 of 17 for the game. Timeout on the floor. The Hawks have pushed the lead to double digits, 37-26. This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Thanks to Chip and the gang at Midwest One Bank. How about a Midwest One Bank quick stat? Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. MidwestOne.bank. I like that 41% from three, Bob. The Hawks are shooting 43% for the game. 41 from three, 7 of 17.
And you got a variety of guys that are making shots, too, by Josh Dix. You got one apiece from Dembele, Price, Peyton Sanford, and Brock Harding.
Here comes another three, this time from South Dakota. Nice out of bounds underneath play. And another three for the red-hot Caleb Stewart. He's
first team All Summit League preseason player.
I can see why, for his shooting.
Got 10.
37-29. He's hit his last three from distance. Two of his last three, excuse me. Kingsbury into the game. Carter, his first trip to the floor tonight, leaves it for Brock Harding. Pitch inside for Thelwell. Now to Dix. Shot fake, stumbled through the lane, lost his balance, and thankfully threw the ball off of an opponent. South Dakota now 4 of 15 from 3. Rebounds pretty much even.
4 on the shot clock.
2:48 to play on the game clock here before half. Here's Seydu. Priori rings in another triple. His second of the first half.
Yeah, good recognition. Seydu knew how much time was left on the clock and calmly stepped out, received the pass, drains his second three-point field goal.
It's raining threes here at Carver. 40-29 Iowa. Seydu has a half a dozen on a pair of threes. Here's a holding foul on Iowa. That'll be the 7th team foul on the Hawks. Both teams now shooting the 1-and-1.
Hawks have made 4 of their last 5 field goals attempted.
My bad, that's 16 fouls on Iowa. The next one will be the 7th. Here's a pitch into the corner. Now back out top, shot fake, pass to the wing. Here's that guy Stewart again. Misses a free throw. Rebounded, though, by South Dakota. They're on the floor fighting after it, and it's still controlled by the Coyotes. A little quicker to the ball now. A 3 is up, no good. Rebounded strong by Thelwell. Double team, looks for an outlet. Gets to the center of the floor, and Brock Harding. And he has the ball knocked away from behind. Turnover, Iowa. Hawkeyes turn it over. They're running the other way. Stewart lays it up and in. Points off turnovers, 40-31 Iowa. Minute 53 to play in the half. And they go right into their full court pressure, their man-to-man press. Now they get back as Harding brings it across the 10-second stripe. 1:40 to play in the half. Iowa leads at 40-31. Long jump shot from the wing, no good by Seydu Triori.
Too quick.
Hawks settling for threes. Here's a 3 on the run. Good. Man, oh man. Dre Bullock, 6'6" senior, another transfer out of Niagara. That 11-point lead melts to 6. 40-34 Iowa. Triori hits Thelwell in the lane. Kingsbury for 3. That's strong. And a foul called on South Dakota. Weak side foul called on South Dakota, jockeying for position. Caleb Stewart commits the personal, just his first. That shot was way too long from the get-go, and Hawks get bailed out by a foul on Stewart. And now Thelwell will shoot free throws.
1-and-1 for Drew.
75% from the foul line. 40-34 Iowa. And the free throws missed. Wow. What a turn of events here. Iowa's lead at 11 at one time. Now it's 6, and South Dakota has the ball. Here's been the hot hand, Caleb Stewart. Now gives it for Isaac Bruns. His pull-up jumper is good. Again, deadened off the back of the iron.
Twice
for
him.
Yeah, a lap around the rim. And down through it went, 40-36. South Dakota. 7-0 run here. 40-36 with 40 seconds to play in the first half. Dix, stop and go move. Top of the circle for Triori. He goes in, has the ball ripped away. Dix picks up the loose change and dunks it in. Boy, Dre Bullock did everything but steal the ball from Seydu as he knocked it away. He's going up for the dunk. Dix was there to clean up the garbage man. 42-36. Iowa back in front by 6 with 18 seconds to play in the half. They spread the floor, and Caleb Stewart will dribble the clock down with Brock Harding right in his jersey. Now they double him. Somebody's open. And here comes a 3 from Isaac Bruns. No good. Triori with a rebound, a strong rebound. And an immediate timeout asked for by Iowa with 2.1 to go here in the first half. Hey, the Iowa Lottery Terrace at Carver Hawkeye Arena is back, and you can see the Hawks take on the Iowa State Cyclones like a VIP should. Find Hawkeye scratch tickets at a retailer near you and enter non-winning tickets into the prize zone. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. ialottery.com. Hawks and the Cyclones get together in mid-December here in Iowa City. We can all help prevent suicide. There is hope with the 988 Lifeline. 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 right now if there's a concern in your family. Well, 2.1 to go. We've seen this act before, Bobby.
Yeah, the Hawks will run, the point guard will come around a screen set and then throw up a shot. Going to put the big fella on the ball here for South Dakota. Carter Kingsbury will be the inbounder.
Nobody was better at this than Connor McCaffrey. Kingsbury gets it to Sanford for three at the buzzer.
Ooh, good play.
Caught the iron. Really nice play. Triori caught it, handed it to Peyton Sanford, who was on the wing, and broke to the middle of the floor, and the ball caught the front and right side of the iron from midcourt. Heck of a play designed by Fran McCaffrey. Let's see, would Peyton win more tuition money if that would have went in? Like our
from
halftime,
half court?
Yeah, like our halftime show.
More NIL money.
Oh, I like that. All right. At halftime, the Hawks have the lead 42-36 after leading by 11 late in the period. That'll be a topic of conversation in the locker room. Stay tuned for our first half recap. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
You've been listening to healthy coverage of Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. This is the University of Iowa Healthcare Halftime Show. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
Let's get Bobby Hansen's review of the first half. Iowa leading the University of South Dakota 42-36 here in the Kenny Arnold Basketball Classic. Bobby's recap is sponsored by Big Grove. And it's time to grab an Easy Eddie at halftime. Fresh, juicy, and just what you need for the second half. Easy Eddie, it's easy to enjoy responsibly.
Well, looking at the shooting numbers, Gary, the Hawkeyes not as good as they were the other night, but 15 of 34 from the field, 44%, 40% from three, which is good on most nights, but the other night when they were shooting 70%, looks a little pale, but 8 out of 20 are the Hawkeyes. And the rebound numbers, there are 23 rebounds for South Dakota, 22 for the Hawkeyes. They got to come out and dominate the boards in the second half.
Not at Carver? Well, Big Grove is your destination for every Iowa Hawkeye basketball game then. Catch all the action with great food, warm hospitality, and ice-cold beer at Big Grove. We'll see you there. That's Bobby Hansen's first half recap, courtesy of Big Grove Brewery. Iowa leads South Dakota by 6, 42-36. We'll come back with a look at the stats in just a minute, as well as an assistant halftime interview with Bobby Hansen and Courtney Eldridge. He has the scout on tonight's game. That's all ahead here on the University of Iowa Healthcare Halftime Show. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Hawk
fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with these local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, located in the Des Moines area. Card Law, Community Choice Credit Union, and Royal Flooring. At Community Choice, it's simply a mortgage. No hoops to jump through or limbo sticks to go under. Just a straight, easy path from point A to point B. It takes less than 60 seconds to get started at unpackyourmortgage.com. Loan approval subject to credit score and analysis. See credit union for details. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
The Iowa Hawkeyes are officially bowl eligible. Sign up at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central. When the game is announced, you'll immediately receive information on game tickets, air travel, and hotel. Presented by Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by American Equity, Better Business Bureau, Daydreamer, Quickstar, Lennox, Tournament Club of Iowa. Support those who support the Hawkeyes.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Our halftime stats report courtesy of Hy-Vee, your one-stop shopping location for making life easier, healthier, and happier. Hy-Vee. Hawks in that first half shot 44%, 15 of 34. Hit 8 threes in 20 attempts. Very good, 40%. Iowa led in scoring by Josh Dix, 12 points. Josh hit 4 of 5 from the field, including a pair of threes. Good first half for Peyton Sanford. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, but had 2 fouls, so he's got to be careful. 6 points each for Seydou Traoré, seeing his first significant action. He's got a couple of 3-point goals. 5 points, 5 rebounds for Ladji Dembele. Nice first half for Ladji. 5 points and 1 assist for Brock Harding, who had 3 turnovers. 3 of Iowa's 6 turnovers in that pressing pressure that South Dakota likes to exhibit. Hawks turned South Dakota over 8 times in that first half. South Dakota led in scoring by Caleb Stewart with 12 points, including a pair of 3-point goals. 6 each for Bullock, Quadre Bullock, and Isaac Bruns. South Dakota out-rebounded the Hawks by 1, 23-22, but had 8 offensive boards, and therefore 4 more paint scores. Been a couple ties, 1 lead change. Hawks have led for 18.5 of the first 20 minutes and lead it by 6 at the break here, 42-36, after leading by 11 late in the period. South Dakota just 38% shooting in the first half, 26% from 3. So if the Hawks can get things cleaned up on the boards, that'll be significant in the second half. That's our Hy-Vee halftime stat recap. Now the charity stripe review, courtesy of Latham Seeds, Great Southern Bank, and EMC Insurance. Latham Seeds, EMC, and Great Southern Bank. Let's see how the Hawks finished the first half of the line. Iowa got there a half dozen times, made 4. 4 of 6. South Dakota 3 of 5. That's our first half charity stripe recap, courtesy of Latham Seeds, EMC Insurance, and the Great Southern Bank. Iowa by 6 at the break. Got a Hy-Vee, a U.S. Bank scoreboard update when we return. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff,
the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great. But for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making, they're in to help you through all of it. Because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today?
The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever.
Oh my goodness.
Visit U.S. Cellular in-store or online and we'll help set your phone to Us Mode, even if you're not a customer. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service. Satisfied customers and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hawkeye Athletic Director Beth Getz in attendance tonight as Iowa leads South Dakota 42-36 here at halftime. It's University of Iowa Healthcare halftime show. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye basketball. You can hear the Hawks on Webster City's KCWC. KZWC, both AM and FM. Out in Omaha, the Hawks are on KXCB, AM and FM. In New Hampton, you can hear the Hawks on KCZE 95.1 FM. And in Fort Dodge, hi to the folks tuned in on KIAQ 96.9 FM. Now the U.S. Bank Scoreboard. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the Hawks. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there. Because together, there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Number 1 Kansas defeated Michigan State tonight in the Champions Classic, 77-69 down in Atlanta. The second game has 7th-ranked Duke on top of Kentucky, 36-29, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Other Big Ten teams in play tonight, Northwestern pulled away late from Illinois, Chicago. Wildcats win at 83-74. Penn State drubbed St. Francis of PA 92-62. 8th-ranked Baylor a winner over Sam Houston. And number 24, Ole Miss, 10 better than South Alabama. That's the U.S. Bank Scoreboard update. Here it's Iowa 42 and South Dakota 36 at halftime. Back with more at Carver in a minute. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Are you ready to take a sweet trip down memory lane? Come on, let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Craving those fresh, oven-baked cookies like Grandma used to make? The Quickery's got them, baked with love and a touch of that old-fashioned goodness. In a rush? Grab a muffin for just $1.19. A perfect on-the-go treat. From glazers to cake donuts. Indulge at the bake sale. So what are you waiting for? Treat yourself, only at Quick Star.
At Community Choice, it's simply a mortgage. No hoops to jump through or limbo sticks to go under. Just a straight, easy path from point A to point B. It takes less than 60 seconds to get started at unbankyourmortgage.com. Loan approval subject to credit score and analysis. See credit union for details. Equal opportunity lender.
Lacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacier Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacer Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye Athletics. Visit them online at lacer.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game as a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. We provide experiential travel and vacation planning for Hawkeye fans across the state. Contact one of our destination experts to start planning your next trip at duagency.com.
Bobby Hansen's over in the tunnel with Hawkeye assistant coach Courtney Eldridge as we go to the second half. Sponsored by John Deere and your Iowa John Deere dealers. The Hawks are up 6.
Courtney, the question I have, you were up 11 with like 3 or 4 minutes to go there, then they were able to cut the lead instead of extending it. What happened there?
It was under 4 timeout, and we were up 11, and we talked about winning those last 3:20 or whatever it was. And I think we were outscored by 6 or 7 points. That was real disappointing, especially, from a veteran team. We talked about toughness, right? And you got to be mentally tough as well. And so a little disappointed. Now we got to come out and regain that back in the first 5 minutes of this second half.
Yeah, exactly. And the rebound numbers, they're about even right now, but I think you got to dominate the glass here in the second half.
Yeah, obviously we're missing the big fellas, but it's got to be a next man up. We got a gang rebound. They press, so they're sending everybody to the glass. We got to box out, get a rebound, look up the floor, try to get an easy one.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, Bob.
Hawks have the ball to start the second half, and here's a jump shot good from the left of the lane by Laji Dembele. The Hawks go up immediately by 8. Nice jumper by Laji. Bobby's visit with Courtney Eldridge brought to you by the great John Deere dealers of Iowa, including Bodensteiner Implement with locations in Dakota. Jump shot is good. Hawks are running at the other end. Score by Price Sanford. Jump shot, layup. We're off and flying here in the second half. Iowa's lead is 46-38. Bodensteiner Implement in Dakota, Claremont, Cresco, and Dyersville brings you Bobby's halftime interview with Coach Courtney Eldridge. Here's a jump shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Peyton Sanford, but he was sailing out of bounds. Pitched it back into a crowd, and South Dakota came out of the scrum with it. Now a foul on the Hawkeyes, and it's a 2-shot foul. Coming up for the Coyotes.
Paul Bruns will be the man. Shooting 2 free throws. He's an 11-point scorer. Had just a basket in the first half and misses that first one.
Yeah, lefty threw it up there. It rolled off the left of the iron. 46-38 Iowa, 19:07 remaining in the game. Good to see Price Sanford get his second field goal. They need to get him going.
Get him going deep from the outside there. Hawks got to move the ball a little bit better than they did in the first half. Settled for some quick threes early.
Second free throw is good. By Paul Bruns. And Iowa's lead is 46-39. Now a turnover. Peyton Sanford tried to slide a pass, a bounce feed along the baseline to Price Sanford, and it hit the end line. Hawks turnover. That's number 8 for the game on Iowa. Unforced error. Live ball turnover. 46-39 Iowa. The Hawks give it back to South Dakota. Caleb Stewart with a shovel pass to Max Burchell. Now way out in the right wing. Here's a set shot 3. No good. Strong rebound by the 7-footer Fenzi. Sets it in the hole. Just out-muscled Laji Dembele. Laji giving away a lot of size and poundage there. So another offensive rebound. That's 9 offensive boards. 46-41. Iowa's lead is 5. Harding backs the dribble in on Bruns. Looks for an outlet. High post left for Dembele. Now between the circles, Josh Dix had 12 points in that first half. Here's his first 3 of the second half, and it's good. Step back 3 over Caleb Stewart. Stewart backed off for just an instant, and it's see you later.
15 points now for Josh Dix, including 3 made three-point field goals.
2 minutes gone, second half. Iowa 49, and the Coyotes 41. Stewart thought about a 3. Dix covered him up. Good job. Good closeout by Josh. Here's a jump stop by Burchell. Back to Stewart. He wants to force one over Dix.
Good D.
He won't let him. Here's a forced 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Dix. Guys everywhere.
Yeah, that was good defensive stand by the Hawkeyes.
Peyton hustles into the front court and missed the shot off the glass, but a putback is good by Laji Dembele. Peyton Sanford goes tumbling out of bounds on that layup attempt. Now a reach-in foul called on Brock Harding. Not a shooting foul, his second. Hawks have the lead back to 10, 51-41.
Now extend it right here. Get down in your defensive stance, rebound the ball, and extend this 10-point lead to 15.
Sanford brothers, Dembele, Dix, and Harding start the second half for the Hawkeyes. Big 7-footer Fens grabs the inbounds throw and leaves it for Chase Forte, and he stumbled through the lane, knocked Brock Harding down. Brock takes one for the team. Forte picks up. Is that 3 on him?
I got 3 on Chase.
Yeah.
Leading scorer has not scored tonight.
He sat out a generous portion of that first half, and he's going to head back to the Pines again. He played just 9.5 minutes in the first half. And now he's going to find a seat on the bench. Coach Eric Peterson not happy with the call, but out of control. 51-41 Iowa. Hawks have a chance to get their biggest lead of the night on this trip. Harding. One-arm pass to the wing. Dix is open again, and he splashed it down. Great find by Brock Harding.
Yeah, good job getting open on that offside, Josh Dix, but Brock did the heavy lifting right there, working against the defensive pressure, the full court press. Found Josh Dix open in the right wing, about 23 feet away. He's got 15 in the game.
Eric Peterson giving it to official Earl Walton. I think it was about that call on Forte a moment ago as the Hawks come down. A little defensive tardiness closing out in the wing, and Dix, he's the last guy you want to leave open.
Yeah. As
he reins in another 3, Josh Dix with a game-high 18 points, 4 for 4 from beyond the stripe. 54-41 Iowa, 16:46 to play in the game. Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. We grow corn in Iowa, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. That includes the fuel in our vehicles. So when you fill up, pump it up with unleaded 88 and support Iowa's corn farmers. This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with these local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, located in the Des Moines area. Car Law, Community Choice Credit Union, and Royal Flooring. Royal Flooring is your one-stop shop for the finest things in your home. Find the best material from the most trusted brands in our beautiful, fully stocked showroom in Urbandale, or shop in comfort online at shoproyalflooring.com.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today? The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever. Oh my goodness.
Visit U.S. Cellular in-store or online and we'll help set your phone to Us Mode, even if you're not a customer. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
South Dakota basketball with 16:46 to go in the game. Iowa with its largest lead at 54-41. Hawks getting it done with hot shooting here to start the second half. Iowa 5 of 6 from the field. Josh Dix is on fire. Laji Dembele pokes a bounce pass away and forces a turnover. Harding comes up with it. A loose ball. Peyton's open for three. Here it comes. Lobs it up and good. Iowa raining threes and draining threes, more importantly. 11 of 23 are the Hawkeyes. That's the stat of the night.
Yeah, points off turnovers as well. Good job in the press by the Hawkeyes. Come up with a steal and then found the shooter, Peyton Sanford, right wing once again.
Holding foul on Laji Dembele off the basketball as he lashed on to Ashton Smith. Peyton Sanford and Josh Dix, the catalyst for this Iowa defense, or Iowa offense. Dix with 18, Peyton with 12. 4 of 9 from the field. Dix 6 of 7 and 4 of 4 from 3. Lights out. More substitutions for South Dakota. They use their bench. They go deep to the bench. Into the game is Isaac Bruns. Iowa's lead is 16. Here's a three, rattles in and out, no good. Offensive rebound. That's 11 offensive boards now for the Coyotes. That's the only thing keeping them close. Chase Forte got that one. Here's a three, no good. Strong board by Riley Mulvey, who snuck in the game on me. Riley outlets, here comes Harding. Bryce Sanford with a shot fake from three. Takes the dribble in deep, returns it back to the wing. 15:40 to play in the game. Hawks have 15 to shoot. Shot clock has not been an issue again tonight. Mulvey, a one dribble handoff to Dix. Right back to Riley. 7-footer leans in and dunks it through. Over 6'9", Ashton Smith. Riley Mulvey joining the scoring parade.
Nice job, Riley. Ready to play. Got the rebound. Got good position down there. Did not bring the ball down low once he received the pass. Went up, two-hand dunk.
Hawks pull away 59-41. There's a penetration into the lane by Shea Eberwine. Now a step-back jumper. High post right is no good by Isaac Bruns. Are they going to get Peyton for a foul there? That'll be his third. Peyton tends to disagree with the call.
Earl Walton said, "Don't tell me that. You got him on the arm." Peyton backed off.
Earl's only been around 25 years.
I don't want to hear it.
He's heard it all.
Yeah.
Hawkeye basketball. Rocking and rolling at Carver. 59-41 Iowa. Free throws coming for Bruns of South Dakota when play resumes. As the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball, Midwest One Bank is the proud partner of doers and entrepreneurs. Our teams are ready to help you reach your business goals. Midwest One Bank. It's empowered money management. It's Midwest One Bank, member FDIC. This is Hawkeye basketball, courtesy of Wellmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Learfield.
I'm Y.A. Black, defensive line, Iowa. On the field, I take on double teams, stop the run, and sack the quarterback.
Sullivan now runs for his life, and he's obliterated by Y.A. Black. Here's the snap, the spot.
Yes, and it's blocked it. Kick is back to the line of scrimmage. Don't touch the ball. Hawks get it back. Y.A. Black, God, man, what a momentum shift there.
Off the field, I help my body's defense by choosing vaccines that are right for me. Ask your doctor or healthcare provider which vaccines are right for you.
A message from Iowa HHS.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Hawkeyes have put a 17-5 run on South Dakota to start the second half. First 5 minutes here and lead it 59-42. Make it 59-43 as Isaac Bruns, the sophomore from North Sioux City, South Dakota, perfect free throw shooter on the season, makes 2 after Peyton Sanford's third foul. Peyton's going to have to sit out a while. Iowa's lead is 16. Now the chore is to keep that lead at 16. Here's Harding, gets all the way to the basket and gets called for traveling. That's one of the few things he needs to work on, is driving into trouble. He just gets going, wants to make a play so bad.
Yeah, what you hear coaches talk about, when you get into those situations, Gary, you got to learn to play off 2 feet. And that means you come to a jump stop, and then you can use your pivot foot either way. That time he just kind of hesitated with a 1-2 step and called for his 4th turnover.
Here's South Dakota off that turnover. Stolen away by Price Sanford. Re-stolen away by Smith. Price gets it back. Now the Hawks are running, and a thunder dunk by Seydou Traore. That's the Brock Harding. Beautiful assist, the little rainbow feed to Traore, cutting in from the left baseline, and there was Brock Harding under control.
Yeah, we know where your high flyers are. He knew all along he was going to throw it to him on the left. He faked to the right and tossed it up there perfectly.
61-43 Iowa, bumping foul called on Josh Dix.
2.
Second on JD. Iowa's leading scorer. That was a thing of beauty. Harding with the alley-oop after Price Sanford peeled it away from Ashton Smith at the other end. 61-43. Hawks match their biggest lead at 18. Oh, Smith gets loose inside. Riley Mulvey left him to come and help on a double team of Chase Forte. Now Forte's out there with 3 fouls, so Coach Peterson rolling the dice with his star, who's averaging 15 points. He's wearing the goose egg, has not scored, because due in large part to foul trouble. Here's Traore for 3, no good. Kicks to the corner and a foul called on South Dakota's Shea Eberwine over the back of Josh Dix. Josh Dix takes as much pride in his defense and rebounding as he does shooting.
Yeah, he really does. All-around player.
Drew Thelwell returns to the Iowa lineup, replacing Brock Harding. And Drew will inbound underneath, left of the goal. Gets it to Dix. Josh, good decision. Don't drive into traffic. Brings it back to the wing. He knows who's up by 16. Dix, pop-up jumper right of the key is good. Much more high percentage shot there.
Tell you what, he is under control, automatic. 17 points now, Josh Dix. He's been almost perfect. 7 out of 8. Got 20 points.
He's Price Sanford the other night. 63-45 Iowa, 13-16 to play in the game. Stop and go move by 40. You know he's going to start looking for his shot, and he has one blocked there by Drew Thelwell. The Morehead State transfer. Left arms a pass into the front court for Price Sanford. Brother Peyton on the bench with 3 fouls. Price turns, shoots, and scores. Body control, 6-7. Little double move, spin back to the left of the lane, hit the jump shot from 15 feet.
And Price now with 7 points for the Hawks. That one under control.
Caleb Stewart drives around the taller Price. Stewart has the layup. The 6'3" senior from Houston. Caleb Stewart's had a good night. He's got 16 to lead the Coyotes. Iowa 65. South Dakota 47. Here's Mulvey, left of the lane. A leaner. Nope, thought he was going to shoot it. Throws it into the corner instead. Here's a jump shot, good in the lane by Seydou Traore. What a debut he's having tonight, coming off that first couple games missed with the plantar fasciitis.
Double-figure score now with 10.
Way to go, Seydou. A 3 is good. Stewart deep in the left wing by Caleb Stewart. He's the only guy doing damage really offensively. Iowa's lead is 17. Price Sanford's fouled. So he drove to the basket, and they'll get Dre Bullock on that one. Hawkeye basketball coming to you live from Carver Hawkeye Arena. The conclusion of the Kenny Arnold Classic is sponsored by our friends at the Hyatt Regency. Join Bobby and I each week for Hawk Talk with Coach McCaffrey live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in the Iowa River Landing. We'll be joined each week by Coach McCaffrey and a Hawkeye player. Our first show is coming up November 25th Mark it down. We'll see you at the Hyatt Regency in the Iowa River Landing from 7 until 8:30. For the complete schedule of Hawk Talk, visit HawkeyeSports.com. This is Hawkeye Basketball presented by Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Need a little boost? Nothing beats the rich, smooth taste of Quick Star's Karuba coffee. Fresh, delicious, and always brewed just right. Now only 79 cents. Any size. When you swipe your Quick Rewards card. Pair it with a fresh baked cookie or muffin from the bake sale and level up your day. Quality coffee at an unbeatable price. Stop by, grab a cup, and taste the difference. Only at Quick Star.
At US Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones, so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today? The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever. Oh my goodness.
Visit US Cellular in-store or online, and we'll help set your phone to Us Mode, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Hawks led by 6 at the half over South Dakota. Ran out to a 13-2 lead to start the second half. 19-5. In the first 5 minutes of the period, and Iowa stretched the lead to 20. Lead by 17 right now, 67-50, with Price Sanford at the free throw line to shoot 2. And let's give you a Midwest One Bank quick stat. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Midwest One Bank. We go right to Josh Dix, Bobby Hansen. He's been a machete in the offensive end. He has knifed his way inside. He has shelled that perimeter defense of South Dakota to the tune of 7 of 8 from the field, 4 of 4 from 3.
Love how he plays under control too, Gary, and just takes what the defense gives him, and if they don't pay attention to him, he's going to make them pay.
Price Sanford gets 1 of 2 free throws. The Hawkeye lead is 68-50 in the South Dakota front court. Taking a little more time off the clock. Here's a crossover dribble by Eberwein. The 3-man weave out between the rings. Now just 6 to shoot. They're going to have to force something up. Oh, and a holding foul called?
Yeah, Peyton, 4. Got beat off the drive.
Peyton's back in the game. Got beat on the dribble drive by Max Burchell. I mean, he knows Peyton, with those 3 fouls, took advantage of his 6'4 frame, went around 6'8 Peyton Sanford, drew the blocking foul. 11:20 to go in the game. The Hawks comfortable lead for the moment, but their superstar on the bench. Here's a lob 3, no good. Rebounded by Cooper Koch.
Go.
Cooper's back in the game for Peyton. It's Thelwell, Koch. Riley Mulvey stays in for extra minutes. He's earned them. Price Sanford on the floor. He's at one wing. And Seydou Triori, who's had a big debut here tonight. Koch for 3 from the corner, rims and comes out. No good. Price Sanford had his hand on the ball, but ripped away by Paul Bruns. And they race into the front court. Caleb Stewart with it. High post right, puts the brakes on, leans into Thelwell, misses the jump shot. Really good defense by Drew Thelwell. Fens with a rebound, and he lowered the shoulder into Riley Mulvey's chest. It's called for the charge, offensive foul. 10:40 to play in the game. Hawks up 68-50. Full court pressure by the Coyotes. Racing into the front court all the way to the basket is Traore. Leaves it for Mulvey, who lays it up and in off the glass. Seydoux did all the heavy lifting there. Mulvey rewarded with an easy layup.
Under control, too, but strong power dribble drive that time by Seydoux Traore. He knew right where Riley was on the right side there. Fens with another foul.
Fens knocks Traore to the ground.
He's going to be a nice player for the Hawkeyes.
I mean, 6'7", 220, 225 pounds, sophomore from the Big Apple and Manhattan College. But his ball handling skills are outstanding.
He can play a lot of positions. It's called versatility.
Hawks up 20, 70-50. That matches their biggest lead, and we're halfway through the second half. 10 minutes to go in the ball game from Iowa City. The Hawks 10 minutes away from a 3-0 start. Thelwell beats his man off the dribble and slams it home. Weak side drive off the wing. Nice lead pass by Cooper Koch. Caught him in stride, and Thelwell. His athleticism, those two transfers are something.
Turning the Jets on that thing. Got hard to the basket for the dunk.
A three from the right wing, no good. Offered up by
Burchill.
Just double check. Now they got the offensive rebound. Bruns, Paul Bruns. Putback is good. Burchill, Max Burchill got the stick back. 72-52. They are 6 of 26 from three. Here's Koch, has a shot blocked right back in his face by Shea Eberwine. Eberwine giving away 3 inches, gets the block and the steal. A three, a quick shooting three in transition by Paul Bruns is no good. Transfer from North Dakota. Here's Thelwell back, lays it up and in. Knifed his way down the floor through the full court pressure. And an easy layup for Drew Thelwell. His athleticism and speed got him home in record time.
Under control. The kid can get to the hoop.
He's got a half a dozen. Here's a baseline drive, a jump hook, no good by Caleb Stewart. But the rebound tipped out by Ashton Smith, right back to Stewart. Corner three is good. Second chance points, Max Burchill. He shoots 50% from three. The Hawks were there to meet him in the corner, but he got rid of the shot just in time. 7 3-point goals on the night for the Coyotes. 11 of 25 for Iowa from distance. 74-55. Iowa's lead is 19. Here's Big Seydoux, drives in the lane, misses the jump shot. Mulvey with a rebound and missed the dunk. He was going to set it in and then decided to, in midstream, he was off the floor, tried to change to a dunk, and that cost him. Thelwell with a steal of a diagonal pass. At the other end, he is fouled from behind. And Drew is still on the floor, but he's okay. I think he's more upset with himself that he missed the dunk. Big engaging smile as he gets up off his keister. Shea Eberwine prevented that dunk, but Drew will get 2 free throws when play resumes. End-to-end action we continue here at Carver Hawkeye Arena in a minute. 7:56 to play in the game. The Hawkeyes have the lead, 74-55. Iowa basketball brought to you tonight by the University of Iowa Healthcare. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine, changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. More Hawkeye basketball in a minute, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield in Learfield.
This winter, come see what being ranked the #1 state in public art spending looks like. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Minnesota has your itinerary to an amazing winter getaway. Whether you like classical music or improv comedy, we've got your ticket. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Drew Thelwell will be shooting free throws for the Hawkeyes. Foul before we went to break. 7:56 to go, and Drew reins in the first one. Transfer from Morehead State, a team that won 28 games a year ago. Second free throw, likewise good. And he gets it and shoots it.
Doesn't take him long. He's got 8 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line today.
Lets it go. A terrific young personality, young man. Hawks with a 1-2-2, broken by South Dakota. 76-55, Iowa's lead 21. It's been 22. Baseline right drive and a foul called, I guess, on Bryce Sanford. What the heck was that?
Took an elbow to the chest, I guess.
Well, Dre Bullock jumped into him. Price was stationary and standing outside the lane, and Bullock jumped right into Price's chest, and the foul called on Sanford. Justice, the free throws missed. Front end of the 1-on-1. Dembele. And the official, at least to his credit, admitted to Fran, I missed that one, Coach. You're right. Here are the Hawks running. Koch for three. Cooper hasn't found the mark yet tonight. Here comes Bullock with a rebound and a run out and a layup good at the other end. Chase Forte finally gets his first basket of the night, averaging 15 points, 4 assists. The Hawks put a marker on him. Bryce Sanford's open for three. Missed it. Flying at him, a defender, Isaac Bruns. 76-57. The Hawks up 19. No reason to let off the gas here. Ashton Smith with a jump hook, no good. Rebounded by Seydou Traore. He outlets for teammate Drew Thelwell. Into the corner to Koch. Cooper decides to take it to the basket this time and muscles it up and in. 78-57 Iowa.
Yeah, good job by Cooper. So forget these three-pointers right now. I got to get a hoop, and went hard with the right hand. Easy layup on the right side.
A shot not going in from the perimeter. He's 6'8", big kid. Take it to the basket. Here's a quick three in the transition. No good by Bullock. Back come the Hawkeyes. Traore all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Nice screen by Ladji Dembele. As the Hawks say, you want to run? We can run too. 80-57.
Run out of here.
By 23. 6:10 to go. Bullock to the left wing. Now top of the circle for Max Burchell. Here's a long three. That's good by Isaac Bruns. 7 for 20. 8 for 30. Now is South Dakota from distance. Here's Bryce Sanford. Reaches to the lane with a pass to Traore. He flips it out front to Drew, and Drew took off before he put the ball on the floor. Turnover Iowa. Just the 9th turnover on the Hawkeyes. Iowa had 7 in the first half. Talk about taking care of the basketball.
Yeah.
Here in the second half.
Yep.
Big time.
9's a good number. Let's keep it right there.
80-60. Iowa's lead 20 with 5:40 to go in the game. And here's a drive and a score off the glass by Bullock. Dre Bullock. He's aggressive. He's got 8 points. Thelwell hit the deck, but no call. And now there is a foul called on South Dakota. Koch driving to the basket. Bruns gets called for the block with 5:29 to go in the game. Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team. And with a Wellmark individual and family health plan, either individual or family, or both, you'll get the coverage you need with the doctors you want. Find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. That's wellmark.com/covered. First free throw's good for Coop. Koch lets the second one go, rattles it in. He's got a basket and a pair of free throws.
All in the second half.
And the Hawks extend the lead back to 20, 82-62. Here are the Coyotes on the drive, and another easy layup by Caleb Stewart. Parted the Red Sea there in the lane and drove down for a basket. Very little defense on that possession for the Hawks. 82-64. Josh Dix back in after a brief respite. Takes the ball in deep. Bounces to the wing to Thelwell. Shot fake. Drew drives. Dembele hits the jump shot. Talk about sharing the basketball.
Good job. Good dribble penetration by Josh. A lot of attention paid to him. We cut him off with a double team. Left Dembele open about 20 feet, right corner.
Here's a drive in from the left corner by Burchell. He's shut down. Now goes baseline, a drive and a missed dunk attempt by Ashton Smith. Peyton Sanford back in the game. And Peyton brings it down himself. Peyton saddled with foul issues tonight. Does have 12 points. All of those in the first half. He's sat most of the second half. So he's hunting shots. Here's a jump hook in the lane, no good. And a tip dunk good by Koch. Cooper Koch. Wow, where did he come from?
Flying in from the right corner.
Scoring a lay-in at the other end by Caleb Stewart. As the Hawks didn't get back after the Koch slammeroo. Peyton Sanford picks up his fifth foul. He's not happy as he heads to the bench. 86-66. Iowa headed for another 90-point game tonight. But Caleb Stewart, way too easy, drove down the middle of the lane and scored. The Hawkeye defense tardy getting back. Stewart now with 23. Big night for him, and a lot of those layups. Free throws in and out, though, no good. Misses from 15 feet. Dix with a rebound. Dix looks for help. Josh has got 4 rebounds. Cooper Koch heating up, scores again from in close.
Playing behind that defense is full court pressure, just sneaking along the baseline side, and good find by the Hawks.
88-66 Iowa. Teams are trading baskets now. Here's a shot fake, a drive, and a missed jumper in the lane.
Get out and go.
Missed by Shea Eberwine. And the rebound to Dembele. Strong rebound for Lodgy. Dix into the front court. Brock Harding back in the game. They spread the floor. 3:20 to go in the game. Here's a jump pass to the corner. Dix for 3. No good. A little strong. Skied for the rebound is Caleb Stewart. This team's going to do some damage in the Summit this year.
Picked for the 7th spot in the Summit League, and they'll be better than that.
Well, South Dakota State is usually the powerhouse up there. But I'll tell you what, they've got some ballers on this team. Here's Fens, the 7-footer. Backs the dribble in on a Dembele and dunks it through. Fran McCaffrey screaming for a travel.
It was.
Well, they might have a plane to catch. 7 points for the Dubuque Hempstead product. 2:35 to play. 88-68. The Iowa lead is 20. Thelwell dribbling right wing. Center of the floor now for Dix. Josh gets a screen from Dembele. Right side of the key. Now into the corner to Thelwell. Step back jump shot. Good! A 3 by DT. Drew Thelwell. Boy, big second half for Drew and for Cooper Koch.
Yeah, it really is here. Drew now with 11 points, 9 of those coming in the second half.
Got another Koch coming into the game, but that's his last name. Here's a 3 that's good by Caleb Stewart. Will somebody please guard Caleb Stewart?
He's the only man doing any damage. 26 points now for the senior.
Out of Louisiana Tech, transferred in. Houston, Texas native. And he has been hot tonight. 1:45 to go in the game. Here's Harding, splits a double team. Finds an open Dix on the wing. His 3 is good. What a night for Josh Dix. He'll be our Old Dominion best in the game by far. That's 13 threes in 30 attempts by the Hawkeyes. 43% from three. Outstanding.
How about the assists? Yeah, 21 assists now for the Hawkeyes on 36 made baskets. Good find by Drew Thelwell.
Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by U of I Healthcare. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. Our final break of the night is coming up. Iowa 94, South Dakota 71. 1:28 to play in the game. This is Hawkeye basketball, courtesy of Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield in Learfield.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones, so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today? The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever.
Oh my goodness. Visit U.S. Cellular in-store or online, and we'll help set your phone to Us Mode, even if you're not a customer. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you get an HMO network that includes over 32,000 providers. Plus, you get support from a company that's been serving Iowans for 85 years. Now, those are some impressive numbers, and that's health coverage you can feel confident in. Find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC. Now more healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Hawkeyes on cruise control, leading 94-71 over South Dakota. And welcome back to the final minute 28 of tonight's Kenny Arnold Basketball Classic from Iowa City. Hawks will get to 3-0, headed to Moline on Friday to face Washington State. More on that in our postgame show. South Dakota basketball. Here's a deep three. Good. From the right wing, right in front of the South Dakota bench by Chase Forte. Their leading scorer has 5. Hawks get behind the defense at the other end. Shot is blocked. Jacob Koch from Iowa City West had a block from behind.
Thought he had a layup.
Yeah, the guy came flying in from
Where
nowhere.
Where did he come
from? Red jersey on. 1 minute to go in the game and a foul called on Cooper Koch. Big second half for Cooper Koch. Just 15 minutes, he's got 8 points, 4 rebounds, blocked shot. Great balance. You know, we talked early in the pregame show a lot about South Dakota's bench outscoring teams by double digits, averaging 41 points a game. The Iowa depth showed up tonight here, Bobby.
Oh, certainly did. This was a great team effort by the Hawkeyes. You got contribution from the guy, put in the starting lineup there, Peyton, and then in comes Seydou Traore. We had not seen him in a while yet this year, and played really good. Cooper Koch, great second half, and just all-around good team effort. Drew Thelwell, nice game off the bench.
11 points, 6 assists for Drew Thelwell. 1 of 2 free throws for Shea Eberwein, and it's 94-75 Iowa, 53 seconds to go. Hawks have Carter Kingsbury, Brock Harding, Cooper Koch, Jacob Koch on the floor, along with Evan Bronze. Shot up, no good. Evan Bronze keeps it alive. They're on the floor, and we'll have a jump ball. Great effort. It'll be South Dakota basketball. Stay with us for the postgame show. Fran McCaffrey will visit with Bobby Hansen on our post-game coverage. Our Old Dominion best in the game will be Josh Dix.
Turnover, but just the 10th on the Hawkeyes. Good job.
Here's a shot good left baseline by Shea Eberwine. South Dakota looking to score quickly. 94-77 Iowa. I didn't catch who that foul was.
I think Cooper Koch.
Cooper Koch.
Little 6-0 run here in under a minute.
This is where Fran has been really upset the first few games, not closing a team out, even with the last 5 on the floor, for the most part. The and one is missed. And rebound by Cooper Koch. Brock Harding roughed up as he tries to get the ball across the timeline. Now does so to Carter Kingsbury. Here's Harding. 17 seconds to go. Hawks can run the clock out. And we'll get to win number 3 on the year. South Dakota's first loss. The Coyotes will be 3-1. Harding for 3. No good. Put back is good by Jacob Koch with 2.1 to go. And that'll do it. Final score. The Hawks pull away in the second half. Big run in that first 5 minutes of the second half when the Hawks outscored the Coyotes by a count of 19-4, and they stretched the lead to 22 at one time and win it 96-77. That's the final. The U.S. Cellular postgame show is coming up next. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
You've been listening to healthy coverage of Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. Also brought to you by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Bud Light. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Iowa HHS. Reminding you to ask your healthcare provider about which vaccines are right for you and your family. And by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota Gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network. From Learfield, Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Alliant Energy. Alliant Energy is powering beyond for you. By your local Ford dealers. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. Mid-American Energy. Call 811 before you dig. It's the law. Visit midamericanenergy.com for natural gas safety tips. And by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. This is the U.S. Cellular Postgame Show. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Iowa basketball gets to 3-0 tonight here in Iowa City as the Kenny Arnold Classic concludes. Hawks defeat South Dakota 96-77. Iowa led by 6 at the half, 42-36. And on the strength of a 17-5 run in the first 5 minutes of that second half that included a 13-0 sprint, the Hawks pulled away. They were hitting threes. They were driving to the basket. And Seydou Traore, Drew Thelwell, Josh Dix. Dix, it was his night. He was hitting them from all over the floor. He was definitely the tip of the spearhead, Bobby Hansen, when it came to the offensive end. Josh Dix with a spectacular game, 23 points. Hit 8 of 10 shots, 5 of 6 from distance.
And had 5 assists, no turnovers, had a steal, and he was just our star of the game, but very efficient offense tonight out of Josh Dix. Picked his spots and made them pay when they left him open.
Boy, did they ever. He is our hot Hawkeye tonight, Josh Dix, for his prowess on the hunt from 3. I think he was, 4 for his first 4 from distance, and those were deep threes. Josh Dix is not only our best in the game, but he's the heating up the nets post-game Lennox superstar. Josh Dix played 27 minutes, scored 23 points, hit 8 of 10 from the field, including 5 of 6 from 3. Made the only 2 free throws he took. And as Bobby mentioned, added 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. He is our heating up the nets Lennox star of the game, Josh Dix. Lennox, they're watching that thermometer like you are, and it's heading south for the winter. Temperature starting to drop, still in the 50s during the day, but now starting to reach the upper 20s, low 30s at night. Have that heating plant checked out first thing tomorrow, or certainly within the next week or two before that white stuff comes rolling in. Give A1 United Heating and Air Conditioning a call in Blair, Nebraska. On the other side of the state, in the Quad Cities, it's Freed Heating in Davenport. In the middle of Iowa, 72 degrees, Comfort Company in Des Moines has you covered. Stop in Mount Pleasant and say hi to the folks at Paul's Plumbing and Heating. And in Shenandoah, Red Oak, far southwest Iowa, hi to the gang at Camblin Plumbing and Heating. Camblin Plumbing and Heating in Shenandoah and Red Oak. Josh Dix, our Lennox heating up the nets. Hawks led by as many as 23. That was 6.5 minutes to go in the game, and win it going away 96-77. We're just getting started with our U.S. Cellular postgame show. U.S. Cellular reminds you that on game days, your hands should be used for cheering, not texting. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Game days are built for the Hawks and us. U.S. Cellular, built for us. More postgame in a minute, right after this pause. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game as a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
Hey Hawkeye fans, Nick Jackson with Iowa Football here. Your support in the stands is critical to our success on game day, but now you have another way to make a real impact. Join the Swarm today and partner with my teammates and me to service charities throughout Iowa. Together, we're making our state stronger and helping Iowa athletics become the place where we experience the thrill of winning championships. Head to iowaswarm.com for more information. Let's make a difference, Hawkeye Nation.
Iowa defeats the University of South Dakota 96-77, Big Ten over the Summit League. Tonight, welcome back to our postgame coverage, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. Good luck to Coach Dave Diani and Iowa soccer this Friday, first round of the NCAA tournament. The Hawks are a 3 seed. That's the highest the soccer program has ever been ranked going into postseason, and it has everything to do with Coach Diani, his outstanding recruits, as the Hawkeyes are wrapping up a brilliant season, hopefully making a deep run in the NCAA tournament, starting Friday night at 6 o'clock when they host Missouri State here in Iowa City at the soccer complex. Be sure and make it a point to get out there and support Iowa soccer. For more information, visit HawkeyeSports.com. Let's take a look at the Hy-Vee stat recap. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in store and online. Score big savings today at Hy-Vee.com/perks. That's Hy-Vee.com/perks. 96-77 the final for the Hawkeyes. They were bombing away tonight from 3. 13 of 31. I'll say they shelled that South Dakota defense. They left quite the crater. 13 of 31 from distance. That's 42% from 3. Iowa hit 37 of 68 shots for the game. That's 54%. They've been very, very good shooting in the first 3 games of the year. Evidence tonight with 6 in double figures. We'll get to the individuals in just a minute. Iowa led by as many as 23, and they win it 96-77. The Hawks led in scoring by Josh Dix, our Old Dominion star of the game. Our best in the game, courtesy of Old Dominion, Josh Dix with 23 points. A dozen each for Seydou Traore and for Peyton Sanford. He had all his points in the first half, saddled with foul trouble end of the first half and throughout most of the second half. Peyton only played 19 minutes tonight. 11 points and a team-high 8 rebounds for Laji Dembele. 11 points for Drew Thelwell off the bench. Hawks got great bench production, as a matter of fact. Cooper Koch had 11 points and, Drew Thelwell had 11 points and 6 assists, including a steal. Cooper Koch off the bench with 8 points, 5 rebounds for Cooper. 8 points for Price Sanford, 5 for Brock Harding. Brock had 5 points, 6 assists, but 5 of Iowa's 10 turnovers, so he'll improve on that going forward. How about Riley Mulvey off the bench with a couple dunks and 5 rebounds? And Jacob Koch got in the scoring column with 2. We'll get to the South Dakota stats in a minute, but right now, Josh Dix joins us on our postgame coverage, brought to you by Old Dominion. Our Best in the Game interview is courtesy of Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion works hard to be the best in their game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. And Josh was unmatched tonight, played 27 minutes with 23 points, hit 8 of 10 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, and a pair of free throws to go with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Coach Peterson was telling me in our pregame interview he recruited the heck out of you, but you were going to be a Hawkeye.
Yeah, he did at the University of Utah. He reached out a lot to me. But, yeah, just being from here, I had to come here.
You did. Utah's a lot further away from Council Bluffs City. Yeah, he was on the Utah staff for quite a few years with Coach Smith. We'll see them later in the year up in the Pentagon in that holiday get-together up in Sioux Falls. But what was the reason tonight for the dead eye? You had many contested shots, but they left you open. It was a splashdown. Your teammates were finding you.
Oh, yeah, that's the main reason my teammates were finding me. They're giving it to me when I was open. Our big guys do a great job of screening for me. And I feel like our team is just super unselfish. They always make the one more and, give it to the guy that's hot.
Isn't it great that when Peyton gets in foul trouble, we don't want him in foul trouble, don't get me wrong, but when he does, the Iowa depth really showed tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, not having O obviously hurts, but, getting Seydu back helps a lot. He does so much for our team, super versatile. And I felt like Drew, Coop, played really well off the bench. Riley, Evan, everyone made an impact when they came in.
12 points, 4 rebounds for Seydu, 1 assist. I mean, he played 22 minutes, didn't have a turnover. That was the most important, most impressive stat because he was handling the ball a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's something that he's very comfortable doing, handling the ball against pressure. He could rebound, defend, he can knock down outside shots as you saw tonight. He just has a complete game, and he's really going to help our team.
Up 6 first half, 42-36, and then you put a 13-0 run on them. It became 17-5 in that first 5-minute stretch of the second half. What was the difference maker during that run?
Yeah, we just knew that we had to come out with a little bit more pep in our step. I felt like in the first half we were kind of tentative a little bit, but, in the second half, once we got that rebound, we kind of pushed the pace and played our game. Yeah,
they're 14 offensive rebounds out of 37. Hawks ultimately out-rebounded them by 3, but their offensive boards, I mean, you knew they were a good rebounding team coming in. They got a couple 7-footers, most notably Fens, but they've got athletes, a lot of transfers that can really sky.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We knew they played both the teams that we had played, and, they beat them both by a comfortable margin. So, we knew that we were going to have to lock in, and, they got really good players. I mean, Stewart, number one, he was getting going in the second half, and, they're a really good team. They'll definitely make a run.
You knew starting tonight the competition was really going to ratchet up, Josh, and it'll get a little bit better Friday night on a neutral setting, in a neutral setting over in Moline with Washington State, but that's why you play the game. You want that kind of competition headed to the Big Ten in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We haven't looked at them yet, but, I know that they're a really good team. I've heard that they like to push the pace as well, so it should be a track meet out there. It's going to be a fun game, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, everybody in the Quad Cities, come on out to watch your hometown products, Owen Freeman and Brock Harding and the rest of the Hawkeyes, most notably Josh Dix tonight. But it'd be good to get Owen back, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're hoping that he'll be back Friday, but, he's an important piece for our team. But with the depth that we showed tonight, we'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Owen Saddle with the flu bug, for those of you who joined us late tonight. Josh, congratulations. Great effort, bud.
Thank you.
Josh Dix, our Old Dominion best in the game. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, station ID break here on the Hawkeye Radio Network. You're listening to Iowa Basketball. Now back to our Hy-Vee stat recap. We gave you the Iowa numbers. The Hawks, I will tell you, had 10 turnovers, but much better in the second half. 7 first-half turnovers, just 3 in that second period. Now, looking at South Dakota, they shoot 30 of 68 from the field. That is 44%. Did hit 10 threes in 32 attempts, only 31%. A few of those threes came late when the game had already been decided. Iowa out-rebounds the Coyotes 40-37, although South Dakota did have 14 offensive rebounds and hung with the Hawks in the paint and with second-chance points. Not a big margin, but solid just the same. That was a key stat in keeping South Dakota close, at least most of the first half. The Hawks, with that big run to start the second half, had it under control from the 10-minute mark on down to the end. Leading scorers for South Dakota, Caleb Stewart, a big night, hit 11 of 19 shots, 4 threes, and 26 total points. Just one other visitor in double figures, 11 for Isaac Bruns. 8 points apiece for Shea Eberwine and for Isaac Bullock. 7 for Cameron Fens, the big 7-footer from Dubuque. 5 each for Max Burchell and Chase Forte. For the University of South Dakota, 13 turnovers on the game. Iowa ends up with 5 steals to 6 for the visitors. The bench is about dead even. It was 37-31. Iowa's bench outscored South Dakota. South Dakota had been averaging 41 points from its bench, so the Hawks did a good job of tightening up the defense when substitutes came in as well. Paint scores, Iowa 40, South Dakota 36. Second chance points, Iowa 13, South Dakota 11. The Hawks led for 38.5 of the 40 minutes, led by as many as 23, and win it by 19, 96-77. That's our Hy-Vee stat recap. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings at Hy-Vee.com/perks. Back with more postgame courtesy of U.S. Cellular in just a minute. This is Hawkeye Basketball from Learfield.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford Tough Trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC.
Much to be happy about. Iowa's 96-77 victory over South Dakota tonight, but I'm sure Coach McCaffrey will find some things to bring up on the tape and review tomorrow. But all in all, the bottom line is the Hawks are 3-0, and we make our trip inside the Hawkeye locker room where Bobby Hansen has sat down with the head coach. He's brought to you each and every postgame by Iowa's great John Deere dealers, including Sinclair Tractor with locations in Fairfield, Kelowna, Mediapolis, and Washington.
Coach, anytime you tee it up for a championship, you want to pull off the victory, and you guys certainly had an overall team victory here in the Kenny Arnold championship game versus South Dakota. Your thoughts?
So many guys played well. Obviously, Josh was special tonight, but you look at how many guys we had in double figures. You had many guys came off. We had 37 points off the bench. Really proud of Cooper Koch. Couldn't get anything to fall early, and then just was terrific down the stretch. Riley Mulvey, how great was he? Drew Philwell, phenomenal. Price started in place of Owen. He's sick. Played well. Lodgy was great. We were able to absorb a little bit of foul trouble. Peyton was in foul trouble. Lodgy was in foul trouble. Guys on the bench stepped up, and that's what the really good teams do.
Coach, it was a lot of fun to watch Seydou Traore in his debut in a Hawkeye uniform. He looked like a seasoned veteran out there. Your thoughts on Seydou?
Well, I think that's a good observation. He has a very mature game. He has great feel. He's one of those guys, he's always in the right place. If they're pressing, he flashes to the open area. He comes to get the ball. He can bring it down. He can throw it over the top. He can post up. He can go back down game. He can shoot it outside. He's athletic. But I love the fact that he makes plays for other people, and that's how he impacts the game. Those are winning plays, Bobby.
Coach, all the guys made plays tonight. 21 assists on just 10 turnovers. He had a few there. I know that frustrated you a little bit, but for the most part, guys took good care of the basketball, handled that full court pressure you knew South Dakota was going to come with.
Yeah, I mean, 10 turnovers is a pretty good number for a team that's pressing every chance they get on missed free throws, on dead balls, on made baskets, on made free throws. And they're flying around in the backcourt, and we handled it. And what has to happen, and you saw it, various people have to handle the ball against the press. Somebody's got to flash. You got to turn and look opposite. You got to turn and attack. Don't get poked. So 10 turnovers is a good number against this team.
Coach, I think the victory also is a testament to what you've been telling the fans, that this is a team that has depth and has a lot of versatility, and it's got to make you feel good. And your message to the guys after the game? Very
positive. I thought we responded well in the second half. I thought the first half was a little choppy. Still up 6, that's good, but we had a chance to be up more. So you're always a little bit frustrated when you're up 11. You have a chance to go to 15, 16, and it goes from 11 to 4, 11 to 6. So I just applauded the guys for the versatility that you talked about, and how many guys played well, how many guys produced, how many guys were just rock solid, and then guys that played better as the game went on. Like I'll go back to Coop. I mean, he missed shots that he never misses. But guess what? He came back, and he drove the ball, tough finish, got to the free throw line, then a tip dunk. All right? I mean, then he's rebounding the ball. So we need that from him, because guys are going to get in foul trouble. And, I hope to God it doesn't happen again, but somebody's going to get sick, and they can't play. So hopefully we'll get O back for Friday night. Yeah, Coach, let's talk about Friday night. Be a fun night over there at the Vibrant Arena in Moline, Illinois, and should be a huge Hawkeye crowd there for that night. And as you mentioned, give us an update maybe a little bit on Owen, and we know Brock will be ready to go. Yeah, well, we'll just have to wait to see how Owen is tomorrow, Bobby. He was too sick today to play. He had a fever. So hopefully, he gets that settled. He'll be ready to go Friday night. We've been talking, Scott Mullen, who runs that building, we've been talking for a couple of years now, bringing our team over there. We have such a great Hawkeye fan base in the Quad Cities. And now what better time when we have two great representatives of the Quad Cities that are true Hawks, in Brock and Owen. So I'm really excited for them, excited for us, excited for our fans. Coach, quickly, can you tell us a little bit about Washington State? I know they're all new coach. Just quick little, what's up with the Cougars? I have no idea. I really don't. I haven't watched them. You want to ask that question, ask Sherm. He's got the scout. All right, Coach, thanks. Well, congratulations on this championship here of the first annual Kenny Arnold Classic. Appreciate it, Bobby.
All right. Bobby, let's run around and see if we can find Sherman Dillard and get a scouting report on Washington State. But that's the head coach. He's only worried about what's right in front of him. And now, 33 other opponents are coming in order. But you want an answer to that question, go find Sherman. And Sherman does a great job with the scouts. So
he's got it ready to go.
They're
all new. Everybody transferred out of there when the coach left. And they got a new coach, I think, maybe Danny Sprinkle, if I read it right. But I'm with Fran. I haven't really looked at them at all. I was trying to figure out who South Dakota is and all their guys. But, let's get out there and support these Hawkeyes over in Moline on Friday night.
It's a major D1 program. They were in the tournament last year. And to your point, a lot of the guys left. But you know what? The new coach has got the every school at that level has deep pockets. They can bring in a bunch of transfers. Look at South Dakota tonight. And Washington State will have a quality program on the floor at Vibrant Arena. And how often does a former Pac-12 member come to the Midwest and play in Iowa? So we'll look forward to that. David Riley is the new head coach of the Washington State men's basketball program. They're now in the West Coast Conference. Washington State and Oregon State were the only two left from when they blew up the Pac-12. It's hard to believe, but that's the age we live in now. Fran McCaffrey with Bobby Hansen, always sponsored by the great Iowa John Deere dealers, including Sinclair Tractor. Sinclair is your premier John Deere dealer serving southeast Iowa, western Illinois, and northeast Missouri. Stop by and experience how we strive to earn your business every day. Visit SinclairTractor.com. Highlights and more stats on our U.S. Cellular postgame show coming up next. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right, the game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with these local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, located in the Des Moines area. Carr Law, Community Choice Credit Union, and Royal Flooring. Facing a criminal charge or complicated family law situation, Carr Law Firm has the trial experts you need. As experienced trial attorneys, we understand how much is on the line. Go to carlawiowa.com for a free consultation. That's Carr with 2 R's, lawiowa.com.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Tournament Club of Iowa, designed by golf legend Arnold Palmer. TCI is his only signature course in the state. TCI is a public course offering a challenging yet enticing experience for golfers of all levels and is managed by Kaler Golf. Cap off your round with breathtaking views and a delicious meal at the TCI Bar and Grill. Looking for a unique setting for your wedding party or outing? Look no further than the newly renovated clubhouse at TCI. Visit tcofiowa.com to book your tee time today.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by American Equity, Better Business Bureau, Daydreamer, Quickstar, Lennox, Tournament Club of Iowa. Support those who support the Hawkeyes.
(96-77), Iowa defeats the University of South Dakota here to conclude the Kenny Arnold Classic at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa now 3-0 on the young season. The Coyotes of South Dakota out of the Summit Conference. All the best to Coach Peterson and his team moving forward. They fall to 3-1. Let's relive some of the moments of tonight's game. We're going to start out with our shot of the game, courtesy of vaccines. The best defense for a winning strategy is vaccines. Get a game plan ready and ask your healthcare provider about which vaccines are right for you or your family. Vaccines. Josh Dix had the first shot of the game go in, and many more afterwards. But here's what gave Iowa an early lead. Bring it down the floor. The rebound to Peyton Sanford, trailing 1-0. Harding with a crossover dribble. Jump passes into the corner. Dix for 3. Good. Look out, boy, when he starts out on fast forward like that from the perimeter. Could be a big night. Brock Harding was driving through traffic jam after traffic jam in the first 5 minutes of the game, looking to distribute and also score. Harding gets to the basket. Shot fake and is fouled. Scores! Off the window. Not once, but twice. Beautiful double shot fake. Chase Forte finally left earth and crashed into Harding. He'll get an and one. Dix hit the next 2 shots that Iowa scored on. We're 6 minutes deep in the game now, including this 3 off a nice assist from Peyton Sanford. Hawks struggling in the offensive end with that pressing defense. Dix isn't, though. Another 3 for J.D.
Find that man. He's hot.
Yeah, that broke a 7-all tie early on. Dix was the tip of the spearhead tonight for the Iowa offense, no question about it. He ended up with a game-high 23 points, hit 8 of 10 shots, 5 of 6 from beyond the three-point stripe. Now, Peyton Sanford had his moments. Rebound tipped out by Brock Harding. Peyton Sanford with a follow-up 3. Good. Credit a heck of an assist by Brock Harding. Yeah, 1 of 6 assists for Brock Harding. That 3 by Peyton Sanford. He had 12 in the first half, did not score in the second half. Got 3 fouls with 5-6 minutes remaining in the first half. Went to the bench for the rest of the period. Then got another quick one to start the second half. So Peyton really didn't see a whole lot of action. Didn't score in the second half. For the night, he only played 19 minutes. Still had 12 points and 4 rebounds for the game. Fortunately, the Hawks didn't need Peyton tonight. Of course, they were missing Owen Freeman. who was saddled with 102-degree temperature today. Hopefully it's just a 24-hour flu bug. But Peyton Sanford's 3 broke a 10-all tie, put the Hawks up 3. Peyton then hit a running jumper on the next possession, and Iowa led by 5 at 15-10. Down toward the end of the first half now, Laji Dembele put together another solid performance tonight. He was banging with big bodies inside, led Iowa with 8 rebounds, but he wasn't immune to taking a 3-point jumper either. 18 on the shot clock. Dembele lobs up a 3. Good! He doesn't shoot many of them, but they all seem to be timely. Give the assist to Drew Thelwell, and Dembele, 3 of his 11 points on the game, put Iowa up by double digits for the first time, 34-23. After a score by South Dakota, Brock Harding matched that with a long-range jumper. Seydoux gets the ball to Dembele, high post left. Harding for 3. He hits it. Hawks heating up from the perimeter now. Iowa back up 11, 37-26 with just under 4 minutes to go first half. Then a 6-0 run by South Dakota brought them to within 6 at the break. It was 42-36 Iowa at the intermission. Fran McCaffrey not happy letting South Dakota in the back door before halftime. And the Hawks got the message. They came out on fire, much the way they did in the first half, and Josh Dix was right in the middle of things. Here's his first 3 of the second half, and it's good. Step back 3 over Caleb Stewart. Stewart backed off for just an instant, and it's see you later. One-arm pass to the wing. Dix is open again, and he splashed it down. Great find by Brock Harding. It was Josh Dix's night, 23 points, 5 assists, no turnovers. Laji Dembele with a nice poke away here led to Peyton Sanford's only score of the second half. Josh Dix is on fire. Laji Dembele pokes a bounce pass away and forces a turnover. Harding comes up with it. The loose ball. Peyton's open for 3. Here it comes. Lobs it up and good. Iowa raining threes and draining threes, more importantly. 11 of 23 are the Hawkeyes. That's the stat of the night. That was a 13-0 run to start the second half. Iowa would outscore South Dakota 17-5 in the second half's first 6 minutes. And get the lead up to 18, stretched it to 23, and win it 96-77. Some of the highlights from tonight's game. Back with more postgame in a minute as we wind down our U.S. Cellular show here on an Iowa victory at Carver. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
People like to talk about Minnesota winters. We prefer to live them. See why winter is Minnesota's hottest season. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball forward Hannah Stuelke teamed up with 22 & Vine at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort to bring you an exclusive creation, the Hamburger. This mouthwatering masterpiece features 2 delicious sausage and beef patties with crispy bacon jam, melted American cheese, and a perfectly fried egg, all nestled on a French toast caramelized brioche bun. Experience the Hamburger today, available only at 22 & Vine. It's a game changer.
From sledding in town to trying something new,
we're going ice climbing!
Minnesota winters offer endless outdoor adventures. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC.
Hawkeyes rein in 13 threes tonight. That was a difference maker. That, and they out-free-throwed another opponent as we come to our Charity Stripe recap, courtesy of Latham Seeds, EMC Insurance, and Great Southern Bank. Here's how the Hawks finished at the line. 9 of 12 for 75%. South Dakota got there 14 times, made only 7 for an even 50%. That's our Charity Stripe recap, courtesy of Latham Seeds, family-owned, farm-proven. EMC Insurance, a national carrier with a local heart. And Great Southern Bank, building winning relationships with its customers and communities. And we conclude our coverage with a U.S. Bank scoreboard update. Let's go around the country and see how other Big Ten teams did tonight. There's some big games being played in the Champions Classic down in Atlanta. Number 1 Kansas knocked off Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans in the early game, 77-69. That final. Right now you've got number 6 Duke facing 19th ranked Kentucky in the nightcap. Kentucky has a 2-point lead, 74-72. With 5 seconds to go in that game down in Atlanta, and they're reviewing some play as to who has possession. So we'll hope to give you a score, a final on that before we say goodnight. Elsewhere, Penn State defeated St. Francis of PA 92-62. Other Big Ten games in play. Northwestern outlasted the University of Illinois Chicago 83-74. Out in Eugene, Oregon and Portland State are just underway in Oregon. The Ducks have an early 1-point lead, 12-11. 8th-ranked Baylor throttled Sam Houston 104-67. 24th-ranked Ole Miss defeats South Alabama tonight 64-54. And we're going to look at the final 5 seconds of Duke, Kentucky, and the inbounds pass controlled by Kentucky. There's a foul on Duke. So Kentucky gets to add to their can add to their 74-72 lead with just 5 seconds to go in that game. That's our U.S. Bank scoreboard update. I guess we should give you the new college football playoff rankings out a little while ago. The Big Ten has 4 of the top 5 teams, counting top-ranked Oregon. Again, if the season ended today, here's how the college football playoff rankings would look. Oregon 1, Ohio State 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4, Indiana 5th. Way to go, Hoosiers. The rest of the top 10, BYU 6, Tennessee 7, Notre Dame 8, Miami 9, and Alabama 10. Ole Miss is 11, Georgia 12, Boise 13, and SMU 14th. That's our college football playoff rankings. Of course, much to be decided over the next few weeks. Iowa has a bye this weekend before heading to Maryland to take on the Terps a week from Saturday. And then, of course, the regular season ends the day after Thanksgiving with Nebraska. Thanks to U.S. Bank, who brings you each and every scoreboard, football or basketball, here on the Hawkeye Radio Network. That wraps up our coverage from Carver Hawkeye Arena. The final score again tonight, Iowa 96, South Dakota 77. We'll be on the air at 6:30 Friday night from Vibrant Arena in the Quad Cities in Moline. Come on out and support Owen Freeman, Brock Harding, and the Hawks, especially you Moline alums. 7:30 tip for Iowa-Washington State. Until then, thanks for joining us. Thanks to Bobby Hansen and our engineer-producer, Corey Sheets. I'm Gary Dolphin. The final score from Carver, the Hawks win the Kenny Arnold Classic 96-77 over South Dakota. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great. And with the recent uncertain times, we got through it. Thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here come the Hawkeyes. From highly anticipated matchups to electrifying plays, we're in for a wild ride. Put on your game face and come out to cheer on the Iowa Hawkeyes all season. There's nothing better than watching the Hawks in action and experiencing the memorable moments firsthand. Plan your next outing and get your friends and family together for an Iowa athletics event. Visit HawkeyeSports.com to find tickets, schedules, game times, and more. You know what they say, it's great to be a Hawkeye. Go Hawks.
You've been listening to the U.S. Cellular Postgame Show. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. 988. There is hope with a 988 lifeline. Call or text 988 for free, 24/7. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye football. Also brought to you by Iowa HHS, reminding you to ask your healthcare provider about which vaccines are right for you and your family. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. And by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.